Hey, mate.
Hey. How's Lisa feeling? Oh, shit, we're live.
Yeah, not too bad.
Hi, Lisa. How you doing? I went out to check my mail. That ain't run. Maybe I'll have something to show today. So, mail ain't run yet.
I'm eating my dinner, so I'll be a bit. Lisa's got her headphones on, so she's not
listening. It's all about Darren again. Yeah, there's my outside. It's starting to thaw a little bit. It's almost above freezing. There's been sheets of ice here.
Got a bit of snow, then.
Got the snow on top of the below zero weather. We've got somebody at the beginning of the universe. There's someone here at the restaurant at the end of the universe. Because if somebody's here at the restaurant at the end of the universe, goddamn it, I'm reading poetry today. I write all that stuff on the fly anyway, so. So, Darren, what do you think? My name is a tribute to you this week.
Reverend Darren, back off! Very good. Very good. What are you eating? I want some food.
He's just gnashing away.
Ham stew.
Oh, very nice. Hope there's another plate full.
What do you call it? No, all gone.
Just got to run downstairs and back. 2 minutes.
All right. Well, Bill's obviously running a little late. Mark said he's emphatically going to be here. So I would hope Mark's going to pop right up.
At some point. When you got this guest on, is it next week?
Yeah, next week. That's what I got to talk to Mark about. And it's going to be trivia. He's a big Legion guy and things like that. So, like a lot of it, he's going to go after your knowledge. Like I said, I'm letting Mark play it the way he sees it. If he just wants to ask straight questions, if he wants to go around, if he wants to, whatever variation in trivia he wants to do, I just can't be a part of it because I don't want any advanced knowledge. I want to be able to, hey, Frugal Mama, I want it to be a clean slate because I fully expect Brian to just clean the floor with us. You know, because there are like a section of trivia things that I scare him I'm good at. But if you ask me to name all the members of the Legion of Superheroes, I'd have to have a gun to my head to get past 3. You know, I'm not a big DC guy. So, but he should be fun. That should be a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun on their show, and I'm just in the thread. So there he is. We're just talking about you.
I thought we were just going to ask him questions.
Huh?
Who's coming, Kyle? Who have you got lined up?
I thought we was all going to be asking him questions to see if we can trick him.
No. Next week's trivia.
Yeah.
You all set for that?
I will be.
All right. Like I was telling Gray, I don't care what format you do. I don't care if you do the 5 questions, risk it, straight trivia, whatever. It's just going to be fun. And odds are he's kicking our asses. So
we'll see.
He's got me whipped in DC trivia. I mean, there's a lot I can whip him on, but he's got me whipped in DC trivia.
Gray's pretty good on DC trivia as well.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. I said, when it comes to stuff like Legion of Superheroes, people are going to have to bail me out. But it should be a lot of fun. There should be a lot of fun. And Bill's acting all frigid because it's this cold down in Texas.
So you've spoken to this about him, and he knows it's us versus him. That's what you said to him.
Huh? Do what?
I thought we was asking him questions.
Well,
there was a contest, and it's us versus him.
It's going to be trivia, but we're testing our knowledge against him. He could come back and throw it at us. It's a definite grab ass thing. I mean, I can't talk to him about it till later this week because he's on vacation for a couple weeks. but I'll talk to him a little bit about it later this
Oh,
week.
well, we'll play it by ear.
But I have so much fun on their show just goofing off. But I miss just as much as I had, just like on here. I'll crack jokes in the thread. And sometimes I'll crack them up, and sometimes I'll make them face palm and go, "Did you just fucking say that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's me. There you go. That's me in a nutshell." I'm stream of conscious guy. You know, if I write it, I'm sitting there writing it. I didn't have those Vogon poems written long ago. I sat down with a cigarette out here and typed a poem. So that's it. That's at longest a 10-minute poem right off the top
Can
of my
you
head.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle froze. Hi, Mark.
Did I?
Hey, buddy.
Speaking of froze, I need to
Hey,
close
Darren.
this door, keep it warm in here.
Darren. Raimondo. Calendo. What was that?
Who's screaming?
I don't know.
Someone called you something, babe. That's my Lishy. That's my Lishy Lisa behind me.
Hi,
I'm the love
Lisa.
of my life.
She's got her headphones on. She's
Oh.
learned.
Oh, sorry.
She's learned from the other week. She's put headphones on now. So she doesn't have to listen.
So, if you can tell, I am quadruple layered today because it is so freaking cold.
Yeah.
It was 17 this morning when I woke up.
Oh.
Yeah, and the store is not well heated. It will be. We're getting there, but I came in this morning and oh my God, I nearly froze a certain part of my.
Is anyone even buying comics
off.
in that weather?
What's that?
Does anybody buy
Does anyone
does
even
anybody come
buying
out to buy
comics in that
comics?
weather?
17 degrees is very cold for Texas.
Is anybody buying comics in that weather?
No,
Yeah.
hell no. No, but
Yeah,
Translating from London.
I mean, I'm
to
trying. I'm
American
trying
stuff.
so
Yeah,
hard.
third time lucky.
Darren, you know what I'm going through. We talk on a regular basis, but it is, we're getting there. We're getting there, but it's so cold. And it's like, it seems like we have more almost homeless kind of people showing up here. What was that? That looked cool.
It was a
Oh, I was
downy.
just testing the light because I think that my light.
So I have to tell you this. What the hell is up with the postage from England? You have to literally spend that much to send comics?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
When
more,
did
it's
this
more the
happen?
other way around. If you send them from the US to UK, it's more.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is one of Kyle's
Yeah, a
favorite
lot
kind
more.
of views
But there
Mike
has, to be,
Kaluta.
there has to be a cheaper way.
in
No.
Spanish.
In Spanish, I would love that. I would
But
love that.
Like you were talking like $100 to send 10 comics. Is that really true?
No, he's talking 300. He said 30, but he meant 300 in a short.
Oh,
box.
thank God. Okay.
But no,
okay.
Bill,
I thought, because
something
when
new.
I still have to send Mark his care package, and I swore when I went to get it measured before I realized I didn't have everything in it, they told me it was going to be like $40. So when you said, and that sounds more right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you have an idea, Bill, roughly the size of a short box going over to England for us is anywhere from $300 to $500.
That's
That is
ridiculous.
crazy money.
That is nuts. That is
Yeah.
nuts. So
And that was the best prices I was getting was $300 to $500.
it would literally during these months right now, it would literally be cheaper for me to fill two pardon my French, folks, 2 suitcases full of comics and come over and visit you guys than it would be to ship them.
Yeah. So the only way I manage, because I can buy a lot
Yeah,
of comics.
good idea, mate.
Because you stack. You do what's
Yeah,
called
stack
stacking.
that for me,
I
Darren.
stack them. So I
Stack
get
that
about
Mexican one for me.
I get about 400 or 500 comics at a time, and it gets the price. It's still it works out about $1 a comic. So, but I sort of price that into my profits margin. So I'll buy about
a dollar a comic doesn't.
yes. So you
doesn't
can't buy
seem
dollar
ridiculous.
comics. Dollar comics don't work because if
No.
you had a dollar
No,
comic.
no, but I mean to ship $1 a comic, I if it was good stuff, I would be more than happy to pay $1. That's not, but I totally misunderstood what Darren was saying. And
hey,
I was thinking,
Bill, you want one to melt your brain?
yeah.
If you insure it for the proper price, it doubles in cost.
Yeah. And, well, if you
But
mean,
you
from
must-
the
you
customs
must
duties
insure
point
it.
of view, you mean? Or
But
the
you must
insurance point
insure
of
it.
view?
I shipped $10,000 worth of stuff, Blue Book value, $10,000 worth of stuff. Had I insured it for the $10,000, it would have cost me $750 to ship it.
Holy mother bleeper. That's crazy.
And it wasn't that much of a step. It wasn't that heavy of a box. It wasn't that big of a box.
What's up
But
with
it would have
that?
cost me $750 to ship it.
What number range are these Batmans, Gray?
Scotty, I have heard a French person say that to me before because they were mocking what we said. So I have heard someone say that, but it wasn't something that they were really saying. You know what I mean? But I have heard someone say
These have
that.
all been lovingly packed by your own fair hand, Darren, so you should recognise them.
I see, yeah. That sticker's a great marketing gimmick, I tell you.
Does that handwriting look familiar?
Yeah, is that Albert Einstein's signature?
I don't think it is. I think it's your scrawl.
Neil Adams. I bought that in Japan when it came out. I was stationed in Japan when that came out.
You can tell looking at Darren's handwriting that he holds a pen like that.
I do not. Thank you so much.
He sits and watches 2001 banging a bone with one hand and scribbling with the other. Q&S. Colder than a witch's
Colder
titty.
than a witch's tit.
Amen.
So speaking of tits,
I'm
how you
sharing my
been,
massive
Greg?
haul that you've probably all seen on my channel already.
I have that particular
Hey?
Hulk issue in a steel sealed bag.
That New Year's resolution's
Why?
going well, Gray.
I know it was a disaster, wasn't it? I said I've got to stop spending money, but then like Darren still had that sale that he needed comics to be shot of, and I thought, think of the children, think of poor Darren with no food on his table, and no comics to box
there
up.
you
So
go.
I had to buy some more comics from him.
Look how it's really
Why they were
painful
going cheap.
for me. Look, I'm nearly starving.
Yeah, I can tell. When
But I
did
do
you,
want to
mate?
say Darren has some of the best looking food. When we talk and he's cooking, he brings some of the best food. He's a good cook. I can tell.
Yeah,
This is
my
an
mother
awesome
would
cover.
disagree.
Well,
Can't beat dinosaur covers. That is just beautiful.
that's beautiful.
Good luck with the Black Magic run. I'm trying to get one of that as well. What's this?
Are you needing issue 1?
Not to make New Year's resolutions. Have you failed?
If you're needing issue 1, I'm pretty
If your
sure I'm
New Year's
about to haul it
resolution
over
is
to
not
Mark.
to make New Year's resolutions, then you failed straight away.
If you need an issue 1, I'm about to haul that over to Mark.
No, I need an issue 1. Don't
Oh, okay. Then you can't have it. Mark needs it.
Issue 1 of what? Black Magic?
Black Magic. It's pretty minty,
What are you talking
too.
about? Issue 1 of what?
Black Magic.
Oh, I'll get one eventually. It's the one with you should send that one to Mark because he's got his twin on the cover.
That's got the head of the family on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, the giant head, the big giant head. It's like, yeah, that's definitely got to be Mark's.
Tell me
Mark.
I'm wrong, but when I saw MODOK
Mark,
and
do you
Ant-Man,
need this one?
I've got that one.
Okay.
Yeah, got that one.
when I saw MODOK and Ant-Man, that was the first thing I thought of was that cover of Black Magic 1.
Yeah. I'm a little overcommitted right now anyway. You know how it goes. Okay.
So I want to show.
As in committed to an institution.
Oh, Gray's still going. I'm sorry, Gray.
You wait your turn, mate. You wait your turn.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Wait, what is that one? What issue is that?
So 80-page giant Justice League.
I don't remember all the
39.
text down there.
Number 39.
Wow. That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
on it,
that.
isn't there? Yeah, it's cool. I can't believe the 39 issues in, they're already doing a reprint issue of old stories. That's pretty.
Those of you who watch my
Actually,
channel,
some of these
will
weren't
know
from
that
my most recent haul. Some of these were at home, and I bought them.
Say that again, Mark.
Those of you who watch my channel will know that Brave and the Bold 28, which is the Justice League, sold for a record price of $800,000 last week.
Is that not amazing?
Yeah,
but that was like a 9.6 pedigree.
It
right?
was a 9.6. Was it a
a
pedigree
9,
also?
Yeah.
I got
what
to 750
collection
and
was
I
it
just
from?
couldn't afford the 800, so I got pipped at the post.
I thought it was you, Darren.
Yeah.
You can afford the book. You just couldn't afford the insurance to ship it to you.
You can afford.
Yeah, it was the postage that killed the
It
deal.
was
Yeah.
a postage.
Fair enough. Yeah. Did you ask for 66% off, Darren?
yeah. And some loyalty points.
We get a few loyalty points on that one.
And all they offered you was a chocolate button.
I know that said salt, but that looked like it said shit.
Oh,
is that the run you've just started collecting, Gray? Starfire?
We have a bunch of those.
Yeah, Starfire. The first one I've got so far.
What do you need from that one? From that run?
Well,
All of them
Starfire.
except that one.
What do you have
apart
left?
from this one? Yeah.
What do you have left?
That's number 4.
Do you need issue
all
one
of them
without
apart
the
from
number on it?
Soldier.
Well, because we have those in the store. I just want to know what issues to look for you.
That's one of the classic era comics from the 70s.
Well, that was kind of around the Stalker era, right? Sorry. So.
Very nice.
The New Direction.
So this is rare because it's rare that an EC has the
cover slingers. Doctors is the theme on this week's cover slingers.
Isn't that a wonderful cover by Johnny Craig?
That's the when they went the New Direction in 1955 during the Comic Code. They went with Valor and MD and non-violent stuff.
I don't think I've seen an EC with a code on it.
Except for the corner missing. This is beautiful. This is a Carl Burgess cover. Carl Burgess, of course, created the Human Torch.
Nice.
But isn't that great? I love
That's not beautiful. That's astonishing.
Yeah. So we have.
That's astonishing.
It is astonishing. Call me a doctor. But no. We have a show here on Saturday. So I'm working tomorrow, which I normally don't work Thursdays, but I'm working tomorrow because I'm going to have Saturday off for us to go to a major show here, the Aikman show. And Phil and I are going to try to find more comics. I'm going to be looking for comics for myself as well, but we're going to be looking for comics for the store. Right now, we just need some eye-catching stuff to change things up a little bit. We have some great stuff. If I could get Phil to take some of the stuff out of his own collection that he has in his closet, a locked closet he has at his office, he has that's where he keeps the Fantastic Four #1 Pence copy. I wish he'd bring it back to the store, but he's kind of like, no, it's too good to have in the store. Not too good to have in the store, but it's like he bought it. I think he bought it at Heritage for I want to say $6,000, and it's only a 1.0, but still, I mean, hell, I would pay $6,000 for a 1.0 Fantastic Four. I mean, it doesn't get any better than. And Mark, you and I have had a conversation about this. It doesn't get much better than that. And when you realize it was one of the first 5%. What is that? When it's one of the first 5%.
Kyle, can you let the children out of the closet, please?
Yeah, it's the.
My mic was muted there.
That's weird. when it's one of the first 5% of the print run of the first, considered the first Marvel comic. That's a pretty big. I don't know. I think it's. I would pay that all day long.
Yeah, and the pence variants, they only achieve about 40% of what a dollar variant would achieve.
Well, but I don't know. But here's the thing: the true collectors, I think, are willing to pay more. I would for sure.
Yeah,
but I can't believe how low that. But you know what? Once people know, and once someone like a Ryan Reynolds or a Nick Cage or someone who collects these things says, I collect pence variants, it's going to skyrocket. So that's all it's going to take.
What the bulk of society doesn't know is, yes, the majority of comic books that are overseas are reprints, period. The majority of comics that went over to England,
amen,
were black and white interiors, come out a year or two later, yada, yada, yada. What they don't get is at certain points in time, their first prints. But it only happens in small sections. There's only so many of certain ones.
Well, as far as I know, Mark, can you correct me if I'm wrong? As far as I know, it only happens with England. None of the rest of our print run was anybody else.
No, it's just the UK.
It's just the UK.
Just the UK. It was two UK experiments.
But once people realize this, they're going to go. I think they're going to go through the roof, and I think they're going to be worth twice what the American prints are. I really do.
And there's a lot of
it's easy to tell. It's so easy to tell because they have the pence dezionation on the cover. The entire interior is color instead of black and white.
And
there's no advertising.
And the indicia, everything on the indicia is the same with the American print run.
Yeah, and I don't remember.
Right, Mark?
Correct. It's entirely the same. It's same paper, same ink, same.
It's just for the first ones, all they did, and they even the ads are the same. So on the first ones, all they did, I've been investigating this, but all they did is the printer's proof and the plates are the only thing that are different, and the plates are only different with the pins.
Yeah.
Everything else is identical, and the first 5% are always the best looking. Yeah. So it's just a matter of time before people catch on.
I keep wanting to say it was John Veerporten, and I keep screwing that up. I don't know why I keep screwing it up with Veerporten, but I talked to Marvel's production guy years ago, and he's the one that told me about that. And I don't know exact months.
Veerporten died in the late
77. Veerporten died in 77. It's the guy that replaced him, and I forget his name every other day. Is the guy that replaced Veerporten as production manager. Saul Brodsky. Why I always do that?
Hey, you know what that is? That's the first appearance of King Croc, isn't it?
Killer Croc?
Killer Croc, I mean.
I don't know.
No, wait. Okay, so if you watch the Batman animated series, first appearance of Killer Croc, they took the story, turn that back around to the other one with the Seal Boy.
This is the first appearance
of Killer Croc?
Someone else.
Oh.
I know,
but the Seal Boy, they turned that story into the first Killer Croc Batman animated series episode. And it's that story, but they added Killer Croc.
Detective 410.
That's Detective 400 and something. I thought Killer Croc was about. I thought it was in Batman, and I thought it was about.
Yeah. So what Billy's saying is that they adapted this story from this comic and changed the character to Killer Croc for the animated series. Is what you're saying, isn't it, Bill?
Yeah.
Right. That's exactly what I'm trying to get at, and I'm not doing a very good job of it. Yeah. Thank you, Gray, for interpreting. So the guy holding on the cover, the guy holding the Seal Boy over is Killer Croc in the animated version. It works perfectly.
But
Right, so who's this the first appearance of?
It's a Neil Adams.
As was the other Talia.
no, that's
Yeah.
not Talia. $3.99 is Talia.
Oh, okay. I saw her on there. It looked like her. What is it?
These UK
It's the
price
Lazarus
tags.
pet, right?
Ah,
Is it the first
No.
appearance of the Lazarus pet?
Oh, there we go.
No, that was the one we showed the other week.
Do you need that one, Mark?
Yeah, I haven't
I'll
got that
check
one.
on that one.
so these UK price things that were printed in the States, the way I understood it was that in order to ship them to
I need
England,
that.
which would take a boat journey, that's
Oh.
why they printed them off at the beginning of the printing
Yeah.
process to
Yeah,
get them out
they
the
had
door,
time to get there.
get them
So
to England.
Yeah.
They still hit the newsstands a week or two later, but they needed that ahead time to get them there before the date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I did the most basic of research, because it is literally basic research, if you find where the pence shows up, like we did with the Green Lantern with the DC, if you got a run of those, you'll know when DC did it. And that's the only time they did the price get. Marvel did it in the 50s, early 60s, late 60s, mid 70s, and then it became joint prices.
Marvel did it for quite a long time, but it was intermittent. It wasn't on every
Yeah,
comic.
it was very intermittent because you could tell where sales were going. Sales were down when they weren't doing it. And this is how he explained it to me. If sales were down, they gave up on it.
Yeah.
If sales were high, they wanted to get more over there. If they weren't getting them returned, they were loading up on them. And it was saving them money. And again, it's by pennies. But if you think,
Well, but pennies
all right, we
mattered
only
back
saved
then
3
because
cents.
comics were 10, 12 cents.
Yeah,
So-
but if they say we saved 3 cents and you saved that 10,000 times, that's a significant amount of money.
exactly.
And that's how they did that, was in 3-cent increments. That
Exactly.
was their logic, was in 3
Yeah,
cent
well, I
increments.
went through the entire Spider-Man 1 to 100 and listed the ones which got pence variants and the ones that hadn't got pence variants, because I had quite a lot where I had the pence variant and the cents variant, and there were about 50 to 60% of the first 100 of Spider-Man do have a pence variant. But there's about 30 or 40 of them that don't.
Yeah. And again, and you can follow the trends in the market, and when it hit, they were big. And then when it eased off, before Marvel could print the multiple books, before 1968, it bottomed out and they weren't doing them in 68. And then by 71 or whatever, when it picked back up, they did it again. And then it went down. And then when the X-Men took off, everybody did it.
Did you get all these from
Marvel
Darren?
did it, DC did it, and then DC went,
No,
it's
some of
just
them are
not
from
enough
Facebook
money.
Wait, just to be clear, you mean when the new X-Men?
The new X-Men in
Right.
75.
Okay. I just wanted people to realize.
From 1975 to 1979, Marvel and DC both were pretty much pence variants, but then it went to dual print. Then when they put both on the cover, and a lot of people get confused with Charlton's because Charlton was ahead of the curve in putting the pence on there with the pricing, with the dual pricing.
Right.
It's
Right.
almost impossible that there are like 3 Charltons I've seen that just have a pence price.
Yeah, I've got
those are very early, and
very
the
rare.
ones I've seen were
Because
the monster comics.
It was just too costly, or they just wanted it. They mainly just did it there, where
Exactly.
the British version's like 75% of the print run, and the American version's non-existent because again, it wasn't that popular. But they were going to make some money off of it, so they shipped it over there.
So I do want to say this to all our fans and watchers that
Classing it up.
that we have more commentary today and more people engaged than we've had on any episode, and I'm really, really happy. Bill's here. There goes in the neighborhood. Scotty, you're right. You know, why they keep me on here, I have no idea. But
well, and again, you got to be prepared for next week because the trivia knowledge. We're having the comic book encyclopedia come on here. So
Anyway,
You got to have
get
major
a word in
trivia next
edgeways.
week.
Someone asked me why.
I think we have several comic encyclopedias on the show. Though. You, me, Mark, and Darren and Gray. I think we all
We have
have
eight watchers right now.
Whoa.
Hey man,
9.
we'll take them.
Wow.
And then we have quite a few people that engage and watch after our show. So
Yeah. And we're having a Jay and Silent Bob Secret Stash crossover next week. And then
Yeah,
the 13th of March,
American.
JMD
Thank
Mateus.
you for saying that, Comic Mag. What's your name, Comic Mag Musing? So I don't have to
Bill.
you that.
He's Bill.
He's Bill. He prefers Englishers to Canadians, but he's still pretty racist.
So his name is also Bill?
His name is also Bill.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you were saying I was I'm not a racist.
And he was in the
I'm
Army.
married to a Hispanic for crying. I mean, I could still be a racist,
Yeah.
but I'm not. But
Yeah, he's joking. But he was on Cover Slinger when you played that time, I think. Was he not?
his name is John
He joined
Cena.
the Cover Slinger deal.
Jeremy, you're so full of it. I love you. You're hilarious, but it's
On
not.
the subject of racism, I
Yes.
found when I was just checking out some boxes ready for the show today, probably the single most racist thing to see I've ever seen on a cover, and it was from 1929. And I picked it up and I thought I'd love to show that, and I put it back in the box again. There's no way I'm showing it. I'm not even going to tell you what it was. All I'm telling you, it was mega racist.
No,
Oh my
show
God.
it. Seriously. This is commentary. This is commentary. Literally show it. It's commentary on the world. It's commentary on books. It's commentary on comics. Show it.
And by the way, I'm going to out Darren on that. It was Cracker Comics. That's
No.
why it was so racist. No, that's what
No.
they
It was
call
actually-
white people over here.
I'll
I
tell
was
you what it
joking.
was.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yes.
It was some kind of science thing.
I've only done it on that one, but I did it on
Yeah. Like the pulps and things
I'm
like
Mrs.
that.
Oldroyd.
the badgers have been making more holes.
Right. Where's
I
my
just wanted
torch?
to- My phone's out. It's
You
dead.
Not the
I
bad
can't give
thing.
you my phone because I'm using it. Oh, there it is.
How bright is it?
So, but yeah, definitely show it because I want to see it and we can be able to talk about
Well,
how we've grown as a society in 100 years and how we haven't grown as a
But
society.
we need to
in
make
100
sure
years.
we have like a disclaimer when he does that.
Yeah,
just
for
to
sure.
be on the
Well,
fair
it's-
side.
Their early stuff is so bad. It's just so bad. The Yellow Peril, it was horrible. It was horrible. And it was
give me 2
common.
minutes. I'll just see if I can get it. I don't
Yeah.
know where I put it, but
Okay,
give me 2
great,
minutes.
great.
It was just so common in the whole step and fetch it
Yeah.
thing, which is disgusting today.
But-
People are like,
but-
you're woke, and it's like, look at step and fetch it. It's fucking gross.
But the irony is
But-
that Step and Fetch It was the first American person of color to make over $1 million
Yeah.
from his screen appearances. So he, and we think of Step and Fetch It when we think of comics. We think of Steamboat Marvel or Steamboat, Billy's roommate, Billy Batson's roommate from the Captain Marvel comics. He was completely modeled after Step and Fetch It, which at the time was completely okay. But you have to remember, folks, this is when schools were segregated, where you had white-only fountains, black.
The fucking military was segregated. It was
Yes.
disgusting.
Until 1949, the military was segregated.
It was
So, yeah,
disgusting.
it was.
And when I went through
It
the
was.
military 40 years later, there were still racial issues. It's just disgusting. It's nuts. It's stupid. It's disgusting. Ugh.
Yeah, and I know for a fact nobody that watches our show, I mean, I hope nobody does because they'd be wrong, thinks we're racist in any way. We try to always put things in their proper box.
And people never understand cultural differences. You don't have to like something. If you don't like spicy food,
not at all.
it's like if you don't like spicy food, that doesn't mean you don't like Indians. You don't like spicy food. But because you don't like spicy food, you don't like the people, then you're a fucking idiot.
Right, well, listen, first of all, Gray, this is your channel. So is there a danger that you might get in trouble?
I don't think so. But what
I
I'm
don't
going to
think so
do, once
either.
you show it, I'm going to kick you off stream and never you have it back on again. And that way I'm covered.
Okay. Right. Okay. So look, of course, this in no way is a representation of the thoughts of anybody on the channel. This is simply a
Shut up,
magazine from
Bill.
1929 when the world was a different place and attitudes were different and the language was different and the level of innocence was different. And you should remember that back then, what we call racist today was innocent much of the time. Some of the
Correct.
time it wasn't, but
They
much of
thought
the
it
time
was
it was
anyway.
innocent.
Yeah.
Like 99%.
Mm.
This is the
Armchair
mag.
Armchair
science.
science.
Check out the articles inside.
Oh, dearie me.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
This is
Thank
right
you.
now. I
Oh
actually
my
was like,
God.
"What?" So look,
Brand
this
name.
is
I can't even believe that was
Wait.
acceptable then.
No,
look,
but
look.
does
I'm gonna
that
show
talk
you.
about melanin and pigmentation?
It does go on to talk. Look, so this is the
It's
kind
got
of
to,
article.
hasn't it?
It's
Why did they
genuinely
describe it as that
scientific,
way?
right?
Holy
Genuine
cat.
science. Now let's find the
Yeah.
article.
Well, that's what I'm curious. Were they so
Wow.
backwards that they didn't
That's
understand
why
melanin and pigmentation yet?
Today was these days. This is an article you probably could never even talk about, put on the news or on a TV or anything. Back then, it was talkable about, and this was in dated language. But this is the article. Look,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Deary
Does
me.
it talk about melanin? Does it talk
yeah,
about?
read it. So look, why are niggers black?
Well, of course it does.
Is
It's
it-
a scientific paper. So I guess
It
it
says-
talks scientifically about it, but why would you couch it in that headline is ridiculous.
Exactly. Well, it goes on to say, is
Huh.
a question which has not yet been fully answered. The blackness so noticeable in the fine specimens of Negro manhood to be seen even in this country is due to a large quantity of pigment in their skins, which absorbs nearly all the visible light rays.
Right.
This pigment, seen under the microscope, looks brown, but in large quantities
Okay.
black. And it goes on to talk about this, and there's like, this product was called deoxyphenyl aniline, for short dope, and this is a scientific magazine.
Yeah.
Armchair science.
That's even scarier.
Yeah.
Well,
But this
but
is 1929. It's a
That
different
tells
world.
you
Totally
less than
different
100
era.
years ago we understood.
that's the year my
it.
dad was born, by the way, 1929.
I have books upstairs from like the 1880s where they're discovering new peoples. What they were discovering was pygmies, Aboriginal pygmies, but they were discovering a new classification of people, which it wasn't. It was just a different type of hominoid. So that tells you right there, in less than 100 years, we finally started to understand that. You know,
Exactly.
where it took scientists to know it then, the average guy knows it now. So,
Back 100 years ago, the world was a different place and attitudes
Yeah.
were different. But
So you're
and
levels
hopefully
of
in
saying
100
the
years
knowledge
it's
was new
different
then, you
again.
reckon? They only discovered that.
Science was
Possible,
different.
yeah.
Everything was different. But it's just, I was like, I pulled it out and I was like, whoa, that's seriously, in today's world, this is volatile.
And
Yeah.
you know,
Is that a-
100
is that
years
a British
ago,
comic or
wouldn't they
American?
be shocked at how much we appreciate and respect the LGBTQ community? They would
Well,
be
yeah,
horrified.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're doing what we're supposed to do. We have a long ways to go still, folks.
Well, I mean, in the
We have a
50s and
long way to
We're
60s,
evolving societally as well as
in the
It was a
50s and 60s, you were
Yeah.
thrown into an institution if you were gay. In our lifetimes, you were thrown into an institution and
Yeah.
getting shock therapy if you were gay.
yeah,
In our lifetimes,
or
that's
even
mind-boggling to
chemical
think about.
castrated in some cases. Which
I
is
worked
ridiculous.
with people who were chemically castrated. I worked with people. I've had firsthand experience with people who have experienced that.
Well,
That's
let's be fair though,
mind-fucking
Kyle.
boggling
Did they
that we're
want
that
to be
barbaric.
chemically castrated after they met you, though? I mean, was that the whole?
I had to
process?
deinstitutionalize
That
people.
was the trigger.
I kid,
So,
folks. I kid.
You know,
I
if
mean,
I'm
You know,
looking,
I don't
because
want to have kids that they're going to turn out like
the
Kyle.
life expectancy
kidding.
of the mentally handicapped was like 19,
Oh, it's horrible.
18, 19. Of
It's
any
horrible.
kind of mental incapacity, teenager was an old person.
I mean,
And-
Mark for
So-
sure, and maybe Gray will mention old Beano and dandies from the war years and before were just littered with this kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but remember, it was
And even Japanese comics.
The word you've got there was perfectly commonly used.
Yeah.
One of Agatha Christie's best novels was originally called 10 Little Niggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it was 10 Little Indians.
that
It's
was
called
in
something
the-
else.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got to think about it. I know Bill had to deal with it too, but I grew up in small town Indiana. Right up through high school, that was as common of a word as anything, and that was the mid '80s. But I went to Whiteland, where the name says it all.
Nah.
Oh, no, I
there
don't
wasn't
think it's a
black
comic book.
student in our school till the year I graduated
Well,
in 1985.
let me put things in this kind of context. I was watching 1968, 1969 episode of Hawaii Five-0 the other day, and it starred Yaphet Kotto, who, of course, was one of the stars of Alien, the original Alien. He was also the first black villain that James Bond fought in Live and Let Die. Well, he is a guy going through PTSD in the episode, and he uses the N word quite a lot, 2 or 3 times at least. Not quite a lot, but even back then it was already starting to phase out. And I'm thinking even then it was acceptable, and you heard it quite a bit. Like Richard Pryor had a short-lived TV series in 1977, and he had this Star Wars segment, and he was basically the bartender at Mos Eisley, but it was funny. And he said, and there was this really crazy-looking alien dude, and he goes, "You remind me of an inn I used to know in Detroit." And this is 1977. This is 40-something years ago. This is 47 years ago. It's crazy, how far we've come now, but that these things immediately make us worry. And like Darren, I'm grateful that you showed that, but rightly so, you need to be concerned about showing it, because we have to talk about
something that may surprise him is the people that would find that most interesting, and more than likely, if you sell that, who's going to buy that is somebody who's into Black Americana, who is more than likely going to be black.
Yes,
they're a historian. They're going to want that for historical purposes.
Exactly.
Like the Black Museum is here in Indianapolis, the Madam Walker Theater Museum, which was the biggest black-owned company by a woman, first woman millionaire. Beautiful thing, beautiful history, and it's cubbyholed in town. It used to just cover an entire road. Now it's cubbyholed in town. But it's kind of like what they did with Tulsa, and then you think about Echo, and then what they based all that on. Yeah, Echo. What was it? Not Echo.
Someone show some comics.
Watchmen. When they relaunched Watchmen, they started with the Tulsa riots of 21.
Show some comics. Has Mark got any to do, or Kyle?
Well, hang on. Just before we show some comics, I have to tell you, we're not appealing to the right audience here.
Yeah.
So I posted a post on a Facebook group called the Dull Men's Club about a tomato. Okay, so I received a tomato in a box, a cooking box, and it wasn't very good quality. So I wrote this. This is a picture I took of a tomato that I received in a HelloFresh delivery. I took the photo in order to complain to HelloFresh about the poor quality of the tomato. Then I thought, life is too short for this. I should be out changing the world, not complaining about a tomato. So I posted it here instead. How many comments and views do you think this has had?
Where did he post
thousand.
it?
The Dull Men's Club.
Dull Men's Club.
Couple thousand.
Well, there's millions of us.
900.
I've seen that on Facebook.
I'd say 2K.
11,300 comments and likes.
Yeah. There you go.
11,000, did you say?
11.3K. That's comments. That's people who've given it a thumbs up. This is not views. This is people who've actually taken time to give it a thumbs up or to make a comment.
You need to post, you need to post stuff about the show on there.
There are pages and pages of comments. My phone just went crazy with beep, 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 beep. Just unbelievable. So
there you
what
go.
we should be doing is concentrating on tomatoes rather than comics in order to increase. Right.
Well, but every
No, we
time
should
I
be
try to show
advertising
my
now on that
tomatoes, I
page.
get
You should
cut
put a post
off.
up on that page.
There you go.
Amazing.
And to answer Q&S's question, as far as Armchair Science considered a comic book officially, no, but those pulps and things like that are where the Bern Hogarths and the Russ Heaths and all these big name comic guys, the art in those things is where those guys come from. That's how they made their nut. I guarantee you in that Armchair Science book, one of the artists in that book was in comics 10 years later. I can guarantee it. I mean,
Yeah.
but they all affected it. The pulps of all those kinds affected it from literary works to science works to science fiction. That's where those guys made their nut. The writers made their nut in that. The artists made their nut in that. And then they did comics as a sidebar. So yes, that is huge in comic history, even though that piece right there is American, because it's American, right? That's going to be an American
But
folklore.
also, most of the comic companies back then, they made as much, if not more, money from girly magazines in a lot of cases too.
Yeah, and it's the same publishing companies. I don't know what publishing company that is, but more than likely it's a variation of Whitman, National Periodicals, Cadence. It's probably one of them because that's where all this stuff went to.
Okay, so I've only got a few comics to show. So I had a Whatnot show last Friday. Carl was there.
How'd it go?
It went well. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm clearing about 300 or 400.
Jolly good fun.
I had one this afternoon as well. Anyway, after it, I went on and I went to a store, a guy who was doing his first show. And it's always worth going on to them when they do the first show, because what they do is they put up stuff that is quite rare, and they never charge enough for it. So I picked up some really in this. So I sold modern
Darren,
rubbish.
take notes.
Yeah, it's still too expensive for me.
Gotcha.
I sold modern rubbish in order to buy some of this stuff, and I got some crackers. So this is a really nice.
Oh wow!
And really nice.
And that's one of their best covers, I think. I just love that cover to no end.
And it's not in bad shape either. You know, it's
gorgeous.
4, 5, yeah. And the Doom
does it have a price on it, or is it a pence cost? Oh, it does.
12 cents.
12 cents with a price stamp, with a UK price stamp on it.
Wow!
So that was nice. I got that for a tenner. A Moon Knight that I'm missing from my Moon Knight run. So I've nearly got a full run of Moon Knight, but I haven't got that one. A really nice. The Whatnot guys will sell these for £1 each.
Wow,
that's crazy! I know, it's beautiful. That
these Charlton Horror ones, nobody values these. You can pick decent copies up for very low amounts of money.
Hey Scott, if my guess is if you're in the cold, that was probably a transformative blue. So let us know you're all right there.
Issue 1 of Crypt of Shadows in a 6065. Picked up for 20 quid. It's probably a $50, $60 comic.
There you go.
And the best one of the lot. This was on my want list. Got this for about half its fair market value.
Oh, that's a beauty. That is.
And it's a pence copy too.
It is a pence copy. It's Avengers 25, the first appearance of Doom in the Avengers. Great Doom cover.
How much say you got it for?
50 quid. About half what it's worth in a 4045. So yeah, really pleased with that.
It's quite an early,
Yeah, it's
Mark,
one.
what was Doom's first solo story? See if you remember it from a few days ago.
Oh, you told me this. It's in.
I know. I think.
Go on, Darren. You told me
one. Is it
one.
a Marvel Superheroes?
Yes, it is. What issue number?
Is it 10 or 20? I think it's 20.
It's 20. Yep, you got it. Marvel
That's
Super.
about the only piece of trivia
Wally
I
Wood
know
cover,
about comics.
classic Wally Wood art. That's his first solo story. It took till 1968. He was around for 7 years. Yeah,
Is that
just
the one with
about
the great?
6 and a
That's
half
the one with the
years.
great cover, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just doom like that. And,
Yeah. I've got it somewhere.
And done by Wally Wood. There's just nothing bad about it. But it took that many years for him to get his first proper solo story.
Are we talking about Doom?
Yeah.
Oh, was it Amazing Adventures 1?
No, Amazing Adventures 1 carried on from Marvel Superheroes 18.
Oh, okay.
That's why Wally Wood stayed on it.
In fact, I might even pick it up myself.
Amazing Adventures 1 through 5, the backup Doom stories, are follow-alongs from Marvel Superheroes 18.
Wow.
And the other one I picked up for a 5.
And those were 1970. Again, it took a year and a half.
That's
a cherry one because of the cover, the EC homage
right.
cover.
It's a homage. It's a homage cover to.
And that is a variant, by the way. That is one of the early 90s or one of them 90s variants. That is a variant of that book.
Okay.
So
That's
it's
like
like half the print run, but it is considered a variant.
Yeah, it's a Wolverine 55. It's a homage to one of the EC horror covers, isn't it?
Awesome. Yeah, that's what looked so strange about it. I love it.
Yeah. So so you do. If you pick your whatnot shut, where you go and buy, you can get some real cracking bargains.
Well, your whatnot crowd over there in the UK does not buy into Silver Age, and they just don't get it.
As soon as this comes up, I'm the only one who's interested. So he puts it up at 50 quid. Nobody else bids.
Yeah.
Insane. But great for you. Great for anybody else doing the same.
Yeah.
You've got a couple of comics coming
Kyle
from
helped
me.
me sell an Amazing Spider-Man last week, which paid for that basically.
What's great trying to say?
I helped you what?
You helped me flog off one of my Amazing Spider-Mans last Friday.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because you put up stuff, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I want that. And I legitimately want it, and people are like, well, it must be good. And it's like, no shit, it's good. No shit.
Great, you have the power. You could just mute these guys,
I can't bother.
Promotions. Yeah, too bad we don't have Neville and Johnny on here with us. We'd have a full complement, but I hope Neville's doing okay.
I miss Nev. Nev seems to be doing well. I don't know why. I don't know why he won't come on anymore.
He has social butterfly moments,
Oh
I have
God,
those
he's
moments.
the most outrageous, outgoing guy I fucking know. I effing know.
Well, yeah, but it's
something
kind of goes
deeper.
with the territory.
Yeah, well, that's too bad. I miss him.
Who's got
You
something
think
to
he's
show?
more outgoing and outrageous than
I
me?
do. I'm going to show you all something funny.
Oh my God! When the shadow hits me this way, look how big my fucking nose looks. Jesus. It looks like I'm all nose attached to a face.
I always think of the Emperor when I see you in the shadow.
I got to keep my ears warm. If I must sit out here and smoke, if I could smoke in my front room, I'd be so happy. But I gotta be outside like a dog. My wife quit smoking, and I love her, so I have to be outside when I smoke.
Oh man. Gray, why are bills off on the wall? What were you trying to
in the garden?
What were you trying to say?
Well, if it
Gray?
wasn't 10 degrees
various
outside, I
things.
would
I've given
be
up
out
about
the
5 different times, saying 5 different things.
Oh my God, this is the weirdest thing. It's 28 degrees outside, and we have a freaking fly in here. How can they even survive?
What a fly.
So this is something I'm going to pick up myself, and it's very cheap, but it's here in the store right now. But I'm going to pick this up because I just love it. So you guys, of course, have heard the expression "whistling past the graveyard," right? I hope so.
That's not one I've heard before.
You've never heard that? Okay, well, it's a common expression here, and it means you're not thinking about death. You're not thinking about the things that life can really present. You're whistling past the graveyard.
Oh, okay.
Well, and it came from the 1800s. A friend of mine who's an English scholar we were talking about it today, and he goes, yeah, it's from like 17. It's from England, actually. That's why I thought you guys might have heard of it. Well, look at this. It's Timmy the Timid Ghost, and he's literally whistling past the graveyard.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? I don't know why, but I mean, it's John D'Agostino. Huh?
Isn't that issue 1?
No, it's like issue 30. But
really,
isn't that beautiful? I just love. I mean, and it's not like Casper. Casper, everybody's afraid of Casper on the covers. You know that. Here, the owl, because he's a timid ghost. The owl's like, aha, dumbass, and there are bats following him. So completely, no, this is post Casper. This was a Casper wannabe.
When did Casper come out?
Casper first appeared in the late 40s, animated by Joe Oriolo. And Joe was also known as creating the Felix the Cat show over here. And he also created the Mighty Hercules, which was an animated series. I don't know.
Herculoids? Don't you mean the Herculoids?
No, I mean Mighty
Hercules. You mean Hercules? Okay. But yeah, Casper was 1947.
Yeah, and the Mighty Hercules, actually, also by Don Oriolo. That the guy who sang the theme song to that was the guy who had the hit years later with "I Can See Clearly Now, the Rain Is Gone." Same guy, but his early, I can't even think of his name right now. But just Don Oriolo, he also created, and his son still has the models. Have you guys ever seen the Mechanical Monsters episode of Superman? The one from the 40s, the Fleischer cartoons, where they're these giant robots with numbers on them are hunting down Superman. Have you guys never seen that? Oh my gosh. It's iconic, but it's great. Great stuff. Like 17 Superman cartoons from 1940 to 1942, almost 43. And they're done by Max Fleischer, the guy who did Popeye and Betty Boop. And these were all full color, which was relatively still new at the time, especially when it came to cartoons. And these things, you can ask Kyle, I'm sure Kyle knows of them, but they were rotoscoped. They were some of the first. So they took live actors and they took film of them doing what they wanted the cartoon characters to do. And then they went and then they took it frame by frame and they drew
colored over it.
Right. And so it was the first non-animal, non-funny person cartoon. It was the first supposedly realistic, dramatic cartoons in American history.
Jack Kirby made a net doing that too.
But the Mechanical Monsters is arguably the most famous one because of all these robots coming after Superman with these numbers on their chests. Well, Don Oriolo's dad co-directed that episode, so he started with Fleischer. So he had done so much like to that point, but Don Oriolo created Casper and didn't really get a lot of like until maybe the last 30 years people even really cared. But Casper is honestly one of the most iconic children's comic characters America's ever had, right, Kyle?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I thought Jimmy Cliff did. I could see clearly.
No, it's not. Well, he did. He did do a version of that, but it's not Jimmy Cliff. It was what?
Johnny Nash. Nash.
It was Johnny Nash who had the American hit with it. Jimmy Cliff covered it after him because Johnny Nash had. I think it went to number one. It was, but the strange thing about it is and I didn't even think about it at the time, but it's considered the first number one reggae song in the United States. I never even thought about that being reggae. Yeah. It is. It's definitely reggae, but hearing it as a kid, I just, I Shot the Sheriff was written by Bob Marley and covered by Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton.
Yeah. Oh, I do want to say this, guys, because you're British, but let's have just a moment of silence for the great Jeff Beck, shall we? He passed away this last week, and
I thought Beck died like months ago.
I thought he just died.
Last year.
Oh, I thought he just died.
No, Beck died like last year, year before that.
Well, damn it. Okay, well, whenever
Beck's
he
been
died,
dead
let's
for a
have
bit. Beck died of
silence.
COVID.
Now we're gonna. Did he? Well,
Yeah.
shit, man.
Well, COVID complications. It was like pneumonia on top of it.
I have to look.
Hang on. Bill is correct. He died on the 10th of January.
Jeff Beck just died.
Yeah.
I thought Jeff Beck died like last year.
Just died 10th of January.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, just last week.
Which one of them died like a year ago?
Don't know, but Jeff Beck died on the 10th of January.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and so
You
I
always
saw
have to.
I in 1983 I saw the British Invasion tour, which I'm happy to talk about with my three favorite Brits. But what they did was, and you guys probably know of this, but Ronnie Lane had, I believe, multiple sclerosis.
MS, yeah, Ronnie had MS.
And he had been a big member of the Faces and Small Faces, both.
Yeah.
And he
Apparently, it was 2023, not 2024.
No,
it was last year. I'm not nuts.
Wait,
it was
what?
last year.
It was last year?
Yeah. Beck died a year ago.
Okay, well,
My God.
Okay, well, hell. Sorry for my senior moment there, but so okay, going on to what I'm saying has nothing to do with wrong.
Let's show some comics. We can understand that.
Okay, let me finish real quick. This is fast. So they had the British Invasion tour. They came here. They had Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck, and Eric Clapton on the same stage. Had half of the Stones, half of the Who. Is it Ray or Roy Cooper, the percussionist for Clapton? He was on stage. You had Joe Cocker. You had lead singer for Bad Company. You had
Paul Rogers, greatest singer ever.
You had and you had all these guys on stage. And you know what I did? I was a junior in college. I complained that I had to pay $23 for my ticket. That's a joke, but I really did complain. I had never paid $23 for. No, this is back when you could go see Rush for $9. This is
You're gonna have to start saying Bazinga.
Yeah, so I was in college and I was a poor college student, and I go, I can't believe I'm paying $23. Of course, when I walked out of the concert, I would have paid 4 or 5 times that had I had it. But it was fantastic, and you guys were very well represented by your best musicians. So I just wanted to say that for Jeff Beck, whenever you died, we appreciate and love you as fans. So there.
I knew I wasn't nuts. I knew that was like a year ago or more.
Well, you are nuts, but you weren't nuts about that.
Elvis is not dead. Elvis is not dead, Scotty. He works down the chip shop.
You know, Elvis just celebrated his 89th birthday. Isn't that crazy? It just makes me feel so.
And Elvis's last concert was where?
Indianapolis.
Yeah. And who has photographs from that show? I do. I'm giving them all away.
I was going to answer Joe Shinazzo, but okay.
I have front row pictures of that show that I'm just giving away to Johnny.
I bought Elvis.
You better give me one. I want one.
Is it a comic?
Who is Norm Sneed?
Comic.
Norm Sneed's a golfer.
Okay, let's see the comic here, Gray. Make.
Is that treasure chest?
Make the D-man large, not me.
Let's see the date to start with.
1966.
Okay.
Now what's the language?
Prince Eisenherz. That's German.
Prince Eisenherz.
Prince Valiant.
What's his?
Yeah.
Prince
What are
Valiant.
you doing with the German copy? Oh, it's this
Is it?
Dobson guy, isn't it?
And who did that artwork? It's Hal Foster, and
It has to be Hal Foster.
Yeah, yeah.
It's either Hal Foster original or Alex Raymond coming in later.
Yeah.
No,
But it looks like
Alex
Hal
Raymond
Foster.
never did Prince Valiant. What are you, crazy?
Raymond did Prince Valiant, didn't he?
No, never.
Never?
Never.
Oh.
Never.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
sorry.
Raymond took
I don't mean to
over.
Someone
be.
fact checked our fact.
Oh!
Cyberman.
Bill Pyle, please. Bill Pyle. I'm serious, please. Bill Pyle. Oh, I want all those Doctor Who's, please. I
This is
love
from
that.
1986.
I
It's
used
UK.
to. I got Doctor Who.
Does it have the poster?
I got Doctor Who Weekly from #1 for God knows how long, and I lost them in a house move when I was
Darren,
10.
I want all those. I'll pay you good money. Not
When I
bad
found
money.
them, I actually thought of you.
Starsky and Hutch.
What's that?
I thought of you when I found them.
Did you? Oh, I'm disappointed that we have to wait 5 months since that great first episode with the new Doctor. Oh, that's gorgeous. I had a crush on her when I was a kid.
I don't even know who she is.
She was
The companion.
She was the fourth Doctor's companion and the fifth Doctor's companion. Can't think of Nisa. Nisa? I can't. Now that's Perry. Now that's interesting. That was his only American companion at that time. And guess what? She wasn't American. She was a Brit.
Wait, which one's the cover and
They
which
never
one's
had any
Darren?
more American because no one else could get a word in edgeways when the Americans were on.
This is Gray on a good day.
Gray, I hate you. I'm kidding. I love you. You're right. We talk a
you
lot.
got that box of #1s too with you, don't you?
Oh, look at that. Yes, all these are great. Oh, look at that great cover. Great cover. So
these are all yours, Gray. You've obviously found your lost stash of Doctor Who magazines.
Probably.
So
I reckon the ones that I lost was left in the loft.
Do you know? Can you name me the only Doctor who actually in real life married one of their companions?
Yeah, Tom Baker.
Oh yes, that was a
married
gimme.
Layla, didn't he? Leela.
Yeah,
All
Lila
right,
Ward. And you know who she married after him? Richard Dawkins.
Name all the Doctor Who's in order.
Okay.
Ugh.
William Hartnell. William
Troughton.
Hartnell.
Patrick Troughton.
Patrick Troughton. The white-haired guy. John. What?
John Pertwee.
John Pertwee. Tom Baker.
Pertwee.
Peter Davidson. Colin Baker. Sylvester McCoy. And I can't remember the eighth Doctor who was only in
Paul
one
McGann?
movie. Yeah, Paul McGann. Then you have the Doctor that had the least amount of hair. Who?
Eccleston.
Christopher
Eccleston. He just lasted 1 year. Then you have, of course, the one who's come back and was
Tennant.
yeah.
Like this.
Tennant.
Yeah.
David Tennant.
Oh, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. And then you had
and which two Doctors are related by marriage?
Oh, the 10th the 10th Doctor and
Colin Baker's daughter.
Davison's he's actually
David Tennant is married to Davidson's daughter.
He's actually her stepfather, but yeah. They are related.
So,
this is a trivia question. I may be incorrect.
That is worth fat money right there.
Well, especially if you have the first one,
History
too.
of Comics 1 without the banner on it.
Is that one or is that two?
That's
one.
That's one.
Okay.
Gray, Gray, what were you going to say then, Gray?
I'm sorry, Gray.
What I was trying to say was another connection to Peter Davison to another sci-fi franchise. His ex-wife was Trillian in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, wasn't she?
No way.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't
awesome.
know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the British, the BBC
Yeah.
version.
Wow.
That right there in the condition that thing's in is probably $150.
So I do want to say this. You know, my co-writer Alex Grand that I wrote the Neil
There's
Adams
issue
book.
2 right there.
So his book just came out about superheroes, and basically Steranko did the forward for it,
And that's about $100.
and Steranko said that Alex's book is as close to the volume 3 of History of Comics as it gets. So,
Yeah.
which is a really good thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Jim
You can get $250 for those together all day long.
They're
all
not,
day
they're not
long.
perfect by a long shot.
oh no, but they're
But
beautiful.
they're intact, and it's harder.
Oh, yeah.
Mine aren't even all
Those
the way
are
intact.
great, Darren. Those are fantastic.
The
They're very
spine
solid.
stress on those things, the covers pop off of them. You have a non-bannered number 1. Oh my God. Oh my
Reprint.
God.
Reprint.
I don't care if it's a reprint. That's an early fucking the HRN in that thing has got to be like in the 20s.
No, do you remember that company that I said? Oh, actually,
Oh,
hold on.
Gilberton reprinted that.
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
it?
it's not that early, but the cover may be different in Britain, Kyle.
Huh? It's not the company I thought it was reprinting it because I can tell by the yellowness of the pages.
Okay,
It is a
you
reprint
gotta,
of some
You got to
variety.
find an HRN in that thing because
There is none. There is none. It's a reprint. Oh no, hold on. What's that?
There should be a
hold
list of what comics come next.
There,
Now, what's it go up to? Like 27, 28?
28.
28.
Dude, that's a 19. Oh my God, I want that. You.
I
should
don't
sell
think
that.
it is.
You think it's? Oh, it's hard. It's a hard cover, isn't it?
This,
It's a
no, it's
hardcover.
not hard. It's floppy, but this feels as if it's a 1980 reprint.
It doesn't look like 90.
Put it back up
1980s
there
though.
again because it
Can you
just
show us the cover again?
is it too
Kyle,
glossy?
you need to pick it up.
It's not
it too
glossy.
glossy?
It just doesn't feel that old.
It doesn't look. It doesn't look.
Well,
right.
You know who it reminds
Is
me
there
of?
nothing
It
in the
reminds me of
picture?
Howard Chaykin art, actually.
just
I think-
look at the first page. There has to be a copyright in there.
The problem is, I think it's just a straight like photocopy type reprint. So I
Yeah.
don't think this is an original.
I don't
And I
know.
don't think it's got an indicia that tells you anything different.
Well, I'd
You
still
still-
say
you
put it
still-
in my
what-
pile
what's the
for
price on
shits
it,
and
though?
giggles.
Kyle Pyle.
Well,
Just put
What's
it
the
in my
price
pile
on
for
it, Darren?
shits and giggles.
there isn't a price,
Is there a
but
price on it?
that square there's got a very, very faint. It looks like 1 and 2 or 11 and 2 or something in pencil.
Well,
but
whatever. You just throw that in my pile. It's
That's
a
awesome,
toss
man.
away. It's a British version, but that is close enough to a number 1. That is fucking gorgeous.
huh?
And I
You're
love
excited
Dumas.
about that,
You gotta
right?
find the
I have an original Dumas book, but there's number 2.
Again, this is the same type of reprint.
Again, just throw that on my pile. 'Cause
Okay, I have to
they
say
could only
this.
be a couple bucks.
My
each,
dad and I could never say the word dumbass unless we said Alexander Dumas.
but Dumas.
And so
This is Dumas.
my dad and I would call each other Alexander Dumas, so my mom
Yeah.
wouldn't get irritated.
What's on the
But
spine
just-
on that?
just for fun,
What's
I'm
on the
telling you
spine
that
should be a
it's true.
giveaway there.
Dude, this looks older, but I don't know if it's original.
What's it say on the spine?
There's a
looks
death
more
metal
like-
band who've got a song called The Count of Monte Fisto.
Oh, that's kind of hurting my
You know-
insides right now.
Put that on my pile. I know exactly. What
Ah,
those
look, this
are.
is a bit of a giveaway. Look, I don't know if this will come out in the light.
They
or on
went
the
to
camera.
schools. That's the kind. That's the ones
the
that
age.
went to schools. There's no prices on them because they were school giveaways.
Second printing, yeah, you might.
No, they're
be
not
right,
second
Mike.
printings. They were given to schools. That's from like
you said that.
1967.
Sorry.
Still,
Yeah, that
just
would
put them
make
in my
that-
pile.
That's kind of what it feels
Right
like.
now.
They were given
Why
to
not you make-
schools, and they were given to schools in 1967.
Yeah, they're still 50 years old.
Yeah, I still
Basically,
want those,
yeah.
but that's
They're
when-
almost
when-
as old as Kyle.
when
Literally.
it said the educational on it. I realized they did a printing to give them to schools. So those were given to schools. That's why there's no price on them.
Man, I hate
So
these really stupid things.
they're not terribly new, and they're not terribly old. But
one looks
as
a bit
long as
more-
you keep pulling them,
I
what'd
just
you
want to
show,
show this
Bill?
real quick.
Ah, Marvel Family. Wow, that's cool. That
Yeah,
is
I don't
cool.
know if I
Go back
showed
to
this.
Bill.
So yeah, but the heartbreaking part, I took it out because I was thinking about buying it myself. I took it out and looked at it. Oh my God, it's missing the 2 middle pages.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Not
heartbreaking.
this one.
And it's an
Oh,
early one too.
shame.
It's number 17. So and the artwork is great. I mean, look at that cover. Is that not a great cover? You know?
Does it say on the
Yeah.
label 2 pages missing?
What's that?
Does it say
What's
on
it
the
say on the
label
label?
pages
2
missing?
pages missing.
Yes, it does now. We relabeled it.
Yeah.
And it's only $59
Yeah,
now, but it was
shame.
$199 before, or $99 before, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
that's
see,
beautiful.
that's an
Right.
overlay stamp, but I'm pretty sure that's still a giveaway. Because that's a stamp. That's not printed on there, right? That's a stamp stuck on
This-
there.
This one feels and looks older.
But is that a stamp on top of it? That's
No, yeah, that's a stamp. So this is no sticky on this. This is original. Whatever that 50, it's a Canadian price sticker. It's not a
Yeah.
sticker. It's a print. That's
Paolo.
printed.
that's
Ola,
a print.
my
Okay,
friend.
hey, yeah, that one's not a second print. It's yeah, that's fairly original right
This
there.
one feels like it could be
Well,
original.
and again, that's issue number 4. All you got to do is look at the HRN. All you got to do is
Well-
what number does it count up to? Look on the back page, or
21.
yeah, so that's like a third print. Still cool. I still love them all. And you can't literally, you almost can't
I've only
give
got
those
one
away.
Classics Illustrated. I've got one Classics Illustrated because it's the first appearance of Rima the Jungle Girl.
Yeah, I've got like a dozen first prints, 20 or 30 later ones.
That's number
See,
5.
now that's
Okay.
much later. See the header change? That's a much later print. That's like 10, 12 years later. Still want them, but
That number 87 is the higher
Yeah.
pre-order number.
yeah. That's when the header changes, they're much, much, much later. That's
Oh, man, I hate
sadly
these.
to put it, that's a 50-cent to $2 comic.
Yeah.
And that's mind-boggling to me because those are amazing. I still want them all. There's one of the few. That's
Tale
the
of Two
first.
Cities.
Well, no, that's not a first print because that's number 6. I was thinking that was number 89, the Gold Bug.
Huh.
Same thing, same timeline.
There
When you get
isn't.
to 15
Okay, so
cent, it's going to be like an 87 HRN.
yeah, it's got to be more modern. This one has no. Oh, it's reordered on the front. 89. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Montreal Johnny's got a great collection of first prints of those that's just jaw-dropping.
This one looks a little bit older.
That's original. It's been colored in on it and written on. I want that more than any of them. That's
Okay,
straight
so-
original.
This is interesting. In the back of this, look, is in the back.
Oh, I want everything about that. Yeah.
Classic Burden.
Yeah, I want everything about that. I want everything about that. The history, it's most damaged. Again, it's probably not worth $2 or $3, but I love the history to it.
That goes up to reprint number
Got any
28.
books from 2023?
Is this too old for you?
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to
Yeah.
have a couple of boxes of Classics Illustrated. Now you're getting in stuff I just don't want.
Robin Hood.
That I don't
Well, I'll
want. 7.
I'll just speed up, okay?
When the whole header changes.
This one has got 90 somethings on it, presumably £90.
Yeah,
And
but
that would
that
have been
one,
a
that
long
one I
ago
want
sticker.
because it's a 15 cent Canadian.
Holy shit. It's incredibly nice condition, this one.
It's a 15-cent Canadian. It should be a first
78,
print.
the order number 78. It's in real nice condition. I don't know
Yeah.
why it would be that expensive.
It's you couldn't get $90 out of anything short of an issue 1, 2, or 3 first print.
Well, there was some really rare, weird stuff happened in Classics Illustrated that I know nothing about. I just know that it was a
No,
weird.
Yeah.
there are some rare issues that. Oh, that's wonderful.
That's
Look at that.
another. Oh well, that was a. I want that one.
Well, okay. Now you got to tell me when you get bored of these, because you know this box sitting right here.
Yeah.
It's a consecutive issue run up to about number 120.
Well, I want
Jesus.
the Dr. No. I gotta
That's
have.
not in
64.
there. I've already checked.
Oh, I needed the 64. See,
64,
now I need
is
that
it?
one. I need that one because that's another
18.
giveaway.
So I'm going to go up to like number 20 and then stop, because
Van
otherwise it's going to be
Winkle,
boring.
where's this
yourself.
horseman?
Yeah. Well, if Dr. No's not in there, like I need all those. God damn it. I don't want the ones with the block header on them. Yeah, see the block headers, they're too late for me.
Westwood Ho.
But the non-block headers are the best. Yeah, like that. I love that. And that's I love that. It's a later
So
print, but I
isn't
love
the
that
first
one.
printing of the Dr. No pretty rare?
Yes.
Yeah,
Color
see, I don't
panels.
like that block, but I love the full banner.
Hey, I want to say out loud that I am so happy
Yes,
that
Play. I never heard of that one.
Mark is back on a regular basis. I've missed you so
Yeah.
much, buddy.
I want
Mark,
that,
so glad you're back.
Yeah. We're tired.
but I don't want that. See,
Yay!
this is killing me.
Finally. Until next
Very
time. Until someone else offers you the
Yeah, I don't
food.
want that. The big question is, do you have Frankenstein?
What number?
27?
Sorry,
Like
that's Frankenstein.
27. It's in the 20s.
26.
By Edgar Winter, by the way.
Yeah, I want that one.
No.
That's another school giveaway. I want that Frankenstein though. The rest of them are just kind of filler. The
Who was
Dr.
Edgar
No and
Winter's
things
brother,
like
and
that.
what was different about them?
Frankenstein.
Have we had enough Classics Illustrated? I'm putting them
Yeah,
away now.
we've had enough
Yeah.
Classics Illustrated.
Edgar's
If the
brother was
Dr. No's
Johnny
not in
Winter,
there.
and they were the two only albinos in the 70s rock scene,
But there's
and both from Texas. Oh, or Oklahoma, maybe both. I don't know.
yeah. There's like a dozen of those I want. Like
We'll talk
badly.
about them separately. Don't worry. You're the only person who
All
wants anything from there.
Yeah.
There's actually
In the
I've
world,
got to say,
there's 3 boxes.
Yeah,
Right.
there's just
I'm with
not
Scott.
great value there.
I'm with Scott here. I'd much rather buy $5 comics than one $5 comic.
hey,
Yeah.
Modern comics for $5, they're not worth it. They're not worth the money. Like they're such a quick read. Like literally, just there's hardly any words in them. It's like massive splash pages and a couple of panels of words, and that's about it in the modern comics.
Yeah. Hey, Darren,
I took 5.
one dead giveaway. People don't get this with those. And sometimes the 15 cents are Canadians. But if any of those Classics Illustrated are just straight 10 cents, they're a first print. You don't even have to open them up.
There are many of them that are 10 cents.
If it says 10 cents, it's a first print. Problem is, instead of $1, you can get like 3 to 5 out of them.
Yeah. Well,
But you don't even have to open them. If it says 10 cents and it has to be printed on it, it can't be a sticker. So, but if it says 10 cents, it's a first print.
do you want to see
There's
some?
just not great value in it. I want to see that number 1 box you were talking about.
Oh, well, it's not like it's number 1 Avengers, number 1 Fantastic Four.
Well, yeah, but it just seemed to have some interesting stuff.
Okay,
in
let's
it.
do that box then.
But yeah, yeah, Scotty. Any 10 centers or first prints sell, and then sometimes the school giveaways, like they go up to the 60s. There's so many different variations of those, and there's so many millions of them printed. There's just no value in them, but they're cool as hell. They're cool as hell. But there is, I mean, you want any value in a Classics Illustrated, it's the first couple issues. It's the first print of that Frankenstein because of who did the art. It's,
Okay.
you know, there's just, but they're mostly just direct.
This box is entirely number 1 issues. So obviously every set's different. And oh, actually, there's a number 2 to break my heart already. I think that I've put a few in here.
Well, there are some number 2s in that timeline.
The number one in the number 1 box was a number 2.
I think I put some. I think there was a little bit of space in the end, so I rammed a load of green heart.
Well, he took a shit on that one, didn't he? At number 2.
But
Sorry, folks.
Let me get rid of the green hornets.
Classics Illustrated 19, Huckleberry Hound. No, that was Hanna-Barbera. I'm kidding. I read it right, Scotty. Sorry.
Yeah. And that's a great book to have. And again, you could have it in mint condition and couldn't get $10 for it.
Right, so we start. I said bloody number 2 as well. What have I done here?
Number 2's box.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. Well, it's quite a funny one. Let's hold it up anyway.
Yeah, there were 2 boxes next to each other. You picked the wrong one up, mate.
Kato.
You picked up the wrong one.
Kato.
The fake Bruce Lee comic book.
There you go. That's the first of the dollar comics.
2018 number 2. You can stick it on my pile.
Yeah.
I think we're starting on number 1s now. No, we're not.
Have any of you guys seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No.
Man, have I picked up the wrong box?
I watched it for the first time the other day. It's amazing.
I haven't seen it, Bill. I want to look. Do you recommend watching it?
I do. It's really good. But they have a whole part in there when
here we go.
Bruce Lee's dressed as Kato because it's on the set of Green. I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, those are horrible. Those are horrible. They were trying to be Dungeons and Dragons.
Is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood anything like? Yeah, is it anything
Here's
like
a classic
Once Upon a Time in
number
America?
1.
You know that. I don't know what that's worth now, but I think it's worth a lot, isn't it? And didn't come
No,
out of
peanuts.
No.
Yeah, that pink one. That pink one's a little harder to
it's
come by
not.
than the yellow one.
Yeah.
But I think Batman Black and White is worth a lot, right? Isn't it?
Batman Black and White is worth a bit more, yeah.
Shadow Strike.
The Shadow Strikes.
These are just to flash them in front of you so you've got something to laugh and joke and comment about.
We're working right now to get Howard Chaykin here at the store for a weekend.
Oh, I'll get my Black Kiss out.
Please do. I'll get them all signed for you. No, and he's excited about it, so I think it's going to happen. And
when's he going to be there, Bill?
Maybe in the summer.
I might send you my Black Kisses for you to get him to sign.
No, I would be happy to do that for you, Mark. Okay. Oh, I like that comic. I really did like that comic. Oh, now that's a wonderful comic.
Yeah. So far, I've had about 4 out of the 5 you've shown so far. I think I've got
you know what's important about Infinity Inc. It was the first comic to feature Todd McFarlane's art.
Was it really?
Technically, well,
yes, it was. Yes,
he was a regular. He did 2 issues of Coyote as a backup, but he did the full art on issue 14.
Right. Some of this shit you can't give away.
No,
exactly.
And that's the sad part is who wants them. Oh, now that one I love.
Classic Keith Giffen right there.
That's a key book too. Keith and Keith.
Is that number 1?
Yeah. We're in the number 1 box.
That's the number 1 of the other series.
Yeah, Giffen took over and now.
Oh, here's a good one.
My God!
If I didn't have it, I'd want it, but I have it.
That's worth a few, Bob.
Now tell me that doesn't look like James Dean on the cover.
Yeah,
it does look like James Dean. Yeah,
it really does.
If I didn't have that, I'd be wanting it, but I already got it.
I've got that one. I paid 50 quid for it. It's got a big tape pull on the cover.
No
I paid 50 quid. I think
there are too many of those out there now, but I don't think that's worth that much, is it, Mark?
Worth nothing.
Nothing?
Growing hand.
That one's
There
worth
you
a
go.
lot.
That's worth a lot of money.
And hey, who did the cover? It's Howard
McFarlane.
Chaykin. It's Chaykin.
Howard Chaykin.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
My
got
buddy
some money.
boy.
That's DeMatteis right there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Look
cool.
at that artwork. Very
The
good.
guy that wrote that's going to be on the show in a couple of weeks.
Here's
Again.
a nice one.
There's a
Firestorm.
I want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. It's a 12p and it's the first issue. I want that. Kyle.
Oh, you fucker. You got in front
Kyle
of me.
file. Kyle
Damn
file.
it.
It's a
No
12p. I
fighting.
want it.
No, there isn't. No, I love Kyle. I just had to say that. What? Miss
Yeah.
Tree
Beatty
went
and
to
Colin.
DC?
I would say
When was
Kyle
Miss
is terrible
Tree
at carrying down
DC?
his collection.
Kyle, when
Well-
was Miss Tree at DC? That's weird.
Well, they Beatty and Collins and anybody that would print it, they'd pass it off to.
Yeah.
More TSR.
Belly
stuff.
Yammer, what's that?
Spelljammer. Yeah.
Oh, Spell Jammer. the Y looked the Y and L looked like
if you've got 20 of those,
It seems to be sometimes, Scotty. Yeah.
Power of the Atom.
It's not supposed to be Scotty, but it seems to turn
He's
into
a
Starman.
Sorry.
I've got that full run Starman and the
Yeah.
Sword of Atom. I think I've got pretty much every Atom comic that's come out. I think. Anyone know how many Atom comics have come out? Because I think I've got all of them.
What number is that?
Got
Is
that
that
one.
number one.
Oh,
I've
what
got-
was the
I've
other Batman and the Outsiders you had?
I've got a
Did
few.
A later release. That was those were the earlier ones.
That was
Oh,
just the
okay,
Outsiders.
okay.
That was just the Outsiders. The last one he showed. New Guardians.
Yeah,
Last 12 issues, it was
that's
kind of
crap.
Yeah, Batman and the Outsiders continues from issue 200 of Brave and the Bold.
Hawk and Dove. Love Hawk and Dove. Got that full run.
This guy that I bought this collection from. This is not the usual collection we're looking at. God knows why, but he
This
put
is-
all the
this is
number ones
80s
from all the
goodness,
sets in a
this is.
single box, and then all the other sets are in all the other boxes. So I've got to take all the number ones and put them back with the respective sets before I can start doing anything.
And there you go. There's more Giffen and DeMatteis right there.
Yeah.
So, friend of the show, Gamma Marauders.
Gamma Marauders.
is that
That might be
toy
worth like a
based
10
one?
or something. Like, people who like the old
Scotty,
No,
did you mean
cartoons.
Damien the Witch Boy? Is that who you were talking about?
Mike Netzer cover.
no, Damien, the son of Batman. Clarion, the Witch Boy. Damien's the son of Batman.
Oh, that's right. Ugh, I'm stupid today. I'm stupid every day. What is that? What was that last one, Darren?
Checkmate.
Checkmate. That didn't go
Checkmate.
anywhere. You know what 12
Oh,
issue
they had another
run I
series.
really like? I love Thriller. Spectre. Oh,
Got
that's a
that
good one.
series. I've got the.
That's a
And
Mike
again,
Kaluta
tomorrow.
cover. Mike Kaluta cover. But did any of you
Yeah.
guys like Thriller back in the day?
Peacemaker. That's worth
No, I
a
never
few
read
bucks.
Thriller. I've got Pacemaker.
Yeah,
Peacemaker.
worth 15, 20 quid.
You've got a pacemaker.
I've got the full set
Dre?
of that one.
Kid.
Most of these comics
No.
have got that sticker on the bag. Where is it? There. That's not on the bag.
Yeah.
That's on the comic. So these
Yeah.
are going to be cheap when I list them.
So this cover was by Steve
Yeah.
Lytle, who died 2 years ago of a good friend of mine who died of a COVID heart attack.
Oh, no.
That was horrible. Manhunter, that was a
yeah, I've
horrible
got Man
version.
on the Run.
The only one worth a damn was the one that I like that
That
series.
is one of my favorite ever series.
I love that series.
No kidding,
One of my
right?
favorite
I
series.
really
League of
loved it.
Legends.
No, that was a great series.
Yeah, I
And I
swapped-
ran a comic store when that
My,
came
ma-
in.
my mate used to get that one, and I swapped it with him. I swapped him all my Excalibur comics for his Legion run.
Wow.
That
I
is
really
a
enjoyed
new
that
Dogs,
Legion one.
volume 2, Darren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that come
New
out
Dogs one,
before or after the Hunger Dogs graphic novel, Mark? Do you know?
I don't know whether it came out before or after. Probably
Okay.
Sergeant Rock special.
Yeah, I'm betting after. Yeah,
Wow.
because of the price. Yeah, you're right.
She is that Joe Kubert? Can't
The
tell.
weirdest crossover in history.
I'm kidding. That's Joe
Did you
Kubert.
did you ever read
Yeah,
Hunger
did you?
Dogs, Mark?
No.
I realized.
It was really good. It was some
cool.
of the better Kirby stuff, like writing wise. Oh wait, will you bring that Disruptors back? Is that written by Mike Barron? Does it say Sonic Disruptors? I think Mike Barron co-created that, and yeah. And so Mike may be coming to the store with Steve Rude soon, and of course they were big with. Isn't that a great cover?
Got that.
You can put that on my pile,
I wouldn't be
Darren.
surprised if this is
Darren,
number one. of
Darren,
every
put that on
single
the Mark
comic
pile.
from DC
Put a
that's
sticker
come
on the
out.
cover, Mark.
No. Forget it.
No, not on the Mark pile. So okay, Gray.
Get off of a hairdryer.
Who were the parent? Oh, my man Chaikin again.
Yeah.
Taken. Yep.
So Gray, who were the parents of Huntress?
I wouldn't be surprised if this box has got number one of every single series that came out for a good couple of years.
Butcher.
From DC. That looks.
I
of
think
it.
you're probably
Gray,
right.
Gray, did you hear my
Oh.
question? Who were the parents of the Huntress?
No, you didn't quite finish it.
There you go.
Are you,
Money.
are you talking about that version of the Huntress? Or are you talking about the Earth 2 version of the Huntress?
The
It was
original,
Catwoman and
the
Batman,
Huntress,
wasn't it? In Earth
Yeah.
2.
and
Catwoman
the
and
mother
Batman.
was Catwoman.
Way underrated series.
Oh, wow.
Way
Wow,
underrated
wow.
series.
We've switched to Marvel.
Way underrated series.
I've got that,
That
full
whole
series of
Valentino
that one.
run was just.
Oh, we've
Oh.
got a run of those in the store.
Okay, you need to hang on to those. Those have gone hot. It's been optioned.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's being optioned
Very
by,
good.
by
Yeah.
Disney. By Disney
No,
as
it's not-
the
it's not
MCU.
good.
We have a run of those here, Mark, that we're holding on to.
I've got a full
series.
run. I've got
Do
a
you
full
really?
run.
It's
What
great.
if?
Me too.
What if series 2? What if series 2?
Number one.
They're all
And they've
number ones.
all got a price sticker on them.
That was interesting. It didn't go very
Your
far
Agent
though.
of Shield.
This is not Samuel L. Jackson.
No.
No, it's his
We can
father.
tell.
He doesn't have enough skin pigmentation.
No, we
Here
needed
is
to
a
read that
cool book.
article.
So
Yeah.
Mark, have
I've
you
never
ever
seen
watched?
this before.
Yeah.
Mark, have you ever watched the Agents of Shield television series?
Yeah, I've
There were
watched.
pachyderms.
I've still got to
Power
finish.
pachyderm.
I watched the first 4.
Yeah.
I quite liked it. People banned it, but I quite
Oh,
liked
I
it.
know. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was fantastic, and every season. Well, the
What we're
only
talking about?
season I didn't like out of the 7 was number 6, but the
Okay.
rest were fantastic.
Carl's
Quasar.
gonna live the next
I
one.
still have to finish it off.
That
actually.
Quasar.
Yeah, you really do. But I mean, I wouldn't worry about the
Quasar
6th
run is
season.
really cool.
You can skip from 5 to 7, and you won't miss anything.
Okay.
Trigger
Promise.
warning.
It's just a
Trigger
real
warning.
weird,
What are you talking
convoluted.
about?
Hey, there you go. Semper Fi, fuckers.
Simplify. Oh, don't get him started.
Mark,
Always
if you-
faithful.
Mark, I'm guessing you saw the Ghost Rider episodes.
Second trigger warning. Different person.
Those were really good.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. I'll give you a quid for that one.
God damn it! And that's got
That's
a
worth a bit, isn't it?
sticker on the
Wolverine number
cover.
one.
Huh?
Put that
Hey,
on my pile.
I have a guy. I have a guy
Sticker
who
on
can get,
cover. Sticker on cover.
I'll still have the
hey, I
sticker
have a
on the
guy who
cover.
can get those stickers off. And
I'm
you
going to
won't
sell them
even-
like that with the sticker on the
Hairdryer,
cover.
normally.
If it's a near mint comic with the sticker on the cover, I grade it fine
Yeah,
and
I
price
tend
it
to
accordingly.
leave them on because it's better having it on than leaving a horrible mess underneath.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, no,
and
I
then
have
leave
a
it
guy
grease
who can
stained sometimes.
get them off 100%. He has
Knights
a
of Pendragon. I
process.
love that series. Love
I
that
didn't
series,
like,
but I
didn't
got
like that
those.
era for some
You can
reason.
iron them off.
Everybody
There you go.
has those in the States.
Oh,
Now, are
cool.
you going to pull out a gold one?
Are the gold ones worth that much more? I guess.
Got a
Oh,
green
no,
one.
that's the regular cover.
I
That's
can
the
sell those.
regular. If you pull
I
out
can
a
sell
gold
those to my
one, if you
whatnot guys, Darren, if you put them on my pile, I can sell those.
if you
Oh, I
pull
can
out
sell
a
them
gold
too.
one, if you pull out a gold one with the bars on it, it's worth a couple $100.
With the gold
Oh,
one with the
well,
what?
I have that one somewhere at home. That is.
With the
if you-
bars on it.
With the code Bars in the corner.
UPC.
All right, yeah.
Barcode.
Yeah,
Barcode. Yeah.
Barcode, you mean?
I love that series. That's probably my favorite series from that time. Love
And-
that series.
And Mark, did you ever see the Cloak and Dagger series? That was pretty good too.
No, you've recommended that before. I haven't
God
seen
damn
it.
it.
It's actually pretty
Mark
good.
said to me,
Oh, I love that. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
worth a few quid.
well. Is that the second series? That Moon
Like
Knight?
the 5th series.
Fifth? Oh, fifth.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's about
Death
9
Dead,
or
there
10.
I
you
love
go.
Death Dead.
But,
That's all you guys, right? Isn't that all from the Dev Skin?
That's my buddy Liam Sharp started there.
Holy shit. Oh, there's a good comic coming next.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Put it on my
I
pile.
like this next comic.
Let's see what it
Don't be
is.
shouting you want this one on your piles. This staying on my pile.
I always said
There
it.
you go.
Oh, go Joe!
There you
not
go.
for me. No.
Those are worth a fortune, actually.
Yeah,
And yet
just
another
saying
one where the
wow.
second issue is actually worth
Yeah,
as much
you want to
as
Is
hang
that
on
a
that one,
Pence
Darren, you
copy?
can plug that.
That's not a Pence copy, is it?
That's a nice series, Mike Golden.
Isn't that great? Yeah. And we may,
That was not
Mark,
a.
we may be having him at the store as well.
Yeah.
Really, I like
They
Mike
were
Golden.
in dual
me too.
pricing. They were in dual
You know, I
pricing by
watched
then.
a horrible thing where they had. That's nice. They had. It was one of these conventions, and they had Mike Golden on, and they had him signing.
That's worth some money.
Modern comics that
Yeah.
he had nothing to do with. He looked
That's
totally
worth a
pissed
bit.
off. And I thought, there's so many great Mike Golden comic covers out there. Why haven't you gone and got some decent Mike Golden covers and get him to
So
sign something
many.
he
I
actually
know.
did?
I know.
That is so annoying.
You know, he did the cover and the interiors on my favorite Star Wars comic of all time, and it still stands out in my head.
John Byrne.
There's some obscure stuff.
Down Rockers.
Yeah, I've had that one.
Yeah.
I've got the full set of those.
And you quickly burned them.
Sienkiewicz. Stalkers.
Stalkers. We're also going to approach Bill as well.
This is what I call Bill and Kyle.
Sleaze
The
Brothers.
sleaze, I'm not
Great,
sleazy.
great
Come on,
stuff.
man. What the hell?
That's great stuff. That Sleaze Brothers and Mystery and stuff like that. Clive Barker's Nightbreed. There's the first. That's the first Clive
My
Barker
friend Fred
American
Burke was
comic.
the editor on those.
You'll get a
Yeah,
few clips of
that's his first American comic right there. Alien Legion, Alan Zelenitz.
Alien
Yeah.
Legion.
This is a fun box, right?
It is fun.
Yeah, except for them goddamn stickers.
Yeah, these stickers do my head in,
The
but
Tomorrow Night.
Tomorrow nights.
what can you do? You just got to take them.
You can call it tomorrow night.
This is.
Everyone's
I
ass.
could just murder the UK stores. A lot of
Well,
UK
and
stores.
again,
are buying
who's
stuff
that,
on.
Bill?
That's the guy who's responsible for gorillas, isn't it?
Isn't that Howie? Wasn't
Mike
that Howie
Lamont.
Chaykin?
No, that's not. Oh wait. Bring
No,
that back
the
for a
art-
second.
The
I don't think
art
it
is Mike
is.
McMahon. The art is Mike McMahon
Mike
McMahon.
McMahon.
from 2018 fame.
Oh,
Great,
okay.
that's
Okay.
spoken.
I thought who's the guy who was the okay. Those are
That's
Jar
why the Game of Thrones
Jar
guy,
Jar
George Martin.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to switch to indies now. Now, this is a real jumbled up, exciting mess. I don't know what's in here. I hope there's going to be some treasures.
If you have American flag one, I want it.
Never
Retief.
heard of it.
Adventure Comics, this one.
I've
Never
never
heard
seen
of
that
it.
one. I don't think.
Yeah,
Right.
you have the possibility
long
of pulling out some fat cash on some of these. Vox,
No.
there's a John Byrne cover.
Is that
Apple
John?
Comics.
Are you sure? It didn't look like
Yeah, that's a Byrne
to me.
cover. They paid
Yeah, look.
Byrne for that cover.
Oh,
Guest
yeah,
cover
guest-
artist, not John Byrne.
Guest cover art.
Oh,
Yeah. Hmm.
I got that book.
There's a nice one.
Logan's Run.
what? When was that?
Logan's Run.
Adventure Comics one.
Mid
Oh,
80s.
wow.
That's late 80s.
You know, they had a Marvel run on that, like 7 issues.
Yep.
Time
Issue
jump
7
forward.
has the first solo
Time
Thanos in
Jump
it.
War.
Of Logan's Run?
Yep.
Yeah, the Marvel set.
How the hell did that happen?
There's
Yeah,
some
there
backup
is.
strip, I think. Backup strip.
Very cool squad.
When Thanos was doing all the
Miracle Squad.
Infinity War, that was an expensive comic, but I think it's dropped off a lot now.
Well, I have to say, Josh Brolin was a fantastic Thanos.
P. Craig Russell.
Trigger warning ahead. Trigger warning. I don't know who said it. I don't know who said it.
Howie
I want
Jenkins.
it. Bill Pyle.
Uh,
I called it, folks. I called it.
Howie shaking.
I want to get that signed by Howie.
Rust.
Now, I know nothing about Rust. I've seen that like 2 or 3 times in the last 3 weeks.
It's what
Isn't
happens
there,
when
like,
iron
issue
meets
4 had the
oxygen
first-
and water.
Now that's a
Again,
good one.
without
That
a sticker,
issue
that's
four
a
of
few
Rust.
bucks.
But do you know Ken Stacy cover? You know, I don't think I know much about comics until I sit in
Who
on
did
one
that
of our-
cover? Who did that cover? Don't lift it up any higher. Who
Is
did
it
that
Jeff?
cover? No, it's
Oh.
not Jeff. Don't
I
lift
can't
it up.
see it. Can I look? Okay, I'm going to look closer because I can't.
I've got it, but I've no idea.
I have no idea.
Jim Stranko.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
How did I?
yeah.
Well, I can see
Look at the
why.
bottom.
Yeah.
Franco.
That's
Yeah.
guessing.
He did the cover on the first 2 issues of that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he needed a few bucks, so he did the cover on those.
And so,
Blackthorn.
Mark, what I started to tell you earlier about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is they have this whole point where the stuntman guy, Brad Pitt, is talking to Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee starts shit talking fighters and says that Cassius Clay is one of the greatest fighters, and because of this, this, and this. And then Brad Pitt's character proceeds to kick Bruce Lee's ass and throw him into a car because Bruce Lee has basically been shit talking all his friends. And it's great. It's really, really great. You need to see it. It's fantastic.
Jezebel Jade. That's a beauty right
I'll
there.
look it up.
And it's
Not worth
not-
a lot of money, but
It's not a
worth
real story,
Ginger Fox.
and Bruce Lee's family got really pissed off about it.
I like that one. Can you put that one on my pile, please?
Can I see that? What is Ginger
Oh,
Fox?
shit, you know what? I'm
It's-
just grabbing them down here.
There were only
we'll figure
2
out-
issues of it.
What
and
was it?
It's just a pulpy story.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is she a superhero, or why is she wearing a mask?
I'm still debating on having you pull that Jezebel for me, but I'm not gonna.
See, that's a
Darn
nice
lazy.
cover. That's probably
Those are early comicos. Those are very early comicos.
Yeah, we have a big run of the. I don't
Ribbit.
remember this at all.
Ribbit.
You are getting terribly close to the first. Talk about an issue 2. You could come up with the first appearance of.
I don't remember body count.
He can come
I
up
had
with the
Sledgehammer
first.
one.
He can come up with the first appearance of. Oh Jesus, Grendel. That Grendel.
Grendel.
Oh,
came
look
up
at
with
that.
leather and
That's
lace.
it.
That's a brilliant one.
Adults only.
Is that
Yeah.
that
That counts
Canadian,
you for out.
Canadian
Only.
company that did all those naughty books in the 80s about elves and stuff?
Ripper.
Put that on Metarog's
Yeah, he's
pile.
getting in. There's Aircell.
This one on what pile?
Oh, no, the Ripper.
Gray?
Who sang that, Gray?
I was talking about the adults only one. Put it on Metarog's pile.
Gray, who sang that?
Metarog.
Who sang, oh, the Ripper? Come on,
Who sang
Judas
what?
Priest. Judas Priest.
Oh, you talking about Judas Priest?
Yeah.
Warlocks. Hey,
Yeah.
here's one for you
Said that.
guys. Who wrote and did the layouts for that book?
I don't know.
He's been on the show with me.
I don't know.
That's Raffy Nevs' first like major pro book,
I
multi-printed
have
book
no
right
idea
there.
what you just said, but okay.
Rafael Nieves.
Oh, I didn't. Gunfear. Yeah, these are all
Yeah.
that weird Canadian comic brand.
ASL.
Rafi,
Aircell.
Rafi did
Aircell,
Aircell.
yeah.
Rafi did a lot of Aircell.
Aircell.
There you go. Cheerleaders. Caliber.
I ran a comic store when those came
Demons
out,
from
and
Hell.
we sold so few of those.
If you come out Caliber Presents 1, dude, you got hundreds of dollars on your hand.
Go man, go man.
You know, I wouldn't
Who's
even
in
recognize
Caliber?
it.
Hey, Bill, take a breath. Who's in Caliber Presents 1?
Is it Crow?
The Crow.
It's Crow. Yeah.
If you pull out the Crow, that's like
Yeah.
a $500 book.
You know that
Oh,
Baker Street series was pretty damn good.
You are right on the timeline. For
Yep,
pulling
Yeah,
out
that's what I'm
Caliber
thinking.
Presents 1.
I
I'm
am
just
too.
wondering if
If it's got a sticker on it, it's only worth $250. But
I'm just wondering if these are sorted by. I didn't sort these, but they seem to be coming out alphabetically by publisher, and then
Yeah.
within publisher alphabetically by title.
Yeah.
well, then you're already past Caliber Presents 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because this is
No,
the
'cause
last
you're their
Caliber.
cell.
Varsel's Vixens. Yeah, that's when they were trying to. Yeah, you missed Caliber Presents 1. That's.
Do you like this box, Gray? Is this entertaining for you?
I don't think he's awake.
I think he's
Yeah, it's interesting
asleep.
to look at. Nothing that I'd want for myself. I've
What
either
about
got
you,
them all
Mark?
or
Is this
I don't
interesting
want
for
them.
you?
The Group LaRue.
You've not got anything. It's a disappointing. They're very minor number ones.
Pull out Space Beaver.
Yeah,
number
exactly, yeah.
1.
Yeah, but
New
I need the anthropomorphic number 2.
Yeah, Albedo. Yeah.
Albedo. Yeah. Albedo number 2.
Hey, there you go.
Oh yeah, I've got 5 or 6 of them.
Justice Machine. There's early Bill Willingham right
I've
there.
got that Justice Machine.
Trouble with Girls. Good
Trouble with
book.
Girls. Is that worth anything now?
The guy's name is Girls. That's the whole idea there.
Yeah.
I mean, these are just so obscure. I've never heard of
Yeah,
them.
That was
Liberator.
like a
I've
chicken
got
wannabe.
boxes of this shit upstairs. I've had probably more than half of what you've shown. Total Eclipse number 1. Bill Sienkiewicz.
Totally
Oh,
cool.
that's fantastic. That's hard to find, by the way.
Whoa.
Zed is the villain in that. Strike, those were pretty big. I mean, at the time,
Strike.
I mean, we sold a few at our store.
Prowler.
Yeah, Eclipse had
I've got
some real,
that.
Damn
Well, I know,
Truman.
I think I bought that once.
but you know, Crossfire was really well received.
Spiegel.
Appleseed.
What's the-
Appleseed was like the first manga in America.
Hey, that's early manga, isn't it?
Studio Proteus. Yeah.
I probably might have been.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
the
that
first.
Appleseed,
The first was
sadly-
actually the gold
That was like
key.
Rich.
The gold key
There you go.
Astro Boy was the first anime
Okay.
manga.
Yeah.
in the United States.
That Appleseed, well, popular manga. That Appleseed, if it didn't have a sticker on it, is probably worth $20 or $30.
Oh, so these are all Neil Adams covers, by the way.
That's all Neil Adams books.
Yeah.
That's continuity. So who's watching the X-Files?
That was a phone.
Oh.
Someone's phone, I think.
I always thought
Nobody
the
wants to believe.
X-Files theme song was a ripoff on Doctor Who. They always sounded very similar to me.
They are similar.
You think so?
Yeah, very much so. Have you heard the
I
new
can't say I've ever
version
heard
of
Doctor
the
Who
theme?
whenever I
It's
heard
great.
X-Files.
Earth 4.
Earth 4. Not to be confused with Doomsday Plus One.
Armor. Well, those aren't in alphabetical order anymore.
Another Neil. You know who
So
worked
you're
on
going to come
these?
out with Ms. Mystic number 1, the
You know
Pacific
who worked on these
Roach
issues?
Mill.
Kyle, you know who worked on these?
I love
Which
Roach
ones?
Arlen Schumer.
Yeah.
Oh, now that's huge.
That's a big book.
That's the
That's
first
a big
Dark
book.
That's a
That might
very
be
big
worse,
book.
Didn't it have the first appearance of Concrete?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
No
a big
way.
book.
Oh wow.
that's a big. That's
That's
a
a big book.
yeah. That's a very big book.
Sticker or not, that's still a
Yeah.
big book.
Yeah, that's a very important book.
The good news is the stickers are not on the book.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'd lay claims to that if it wasn't so pricey, but that's a big book.
Yeah, that
Nice.
is a good book.
Is it first print or second print?
It's first print.
It says first, but it says fine minus, and I can't see why off the cover, but obviously it could be anywhere. Well, I'm way off fine minus. I'd give that like a very fine.
Yeah,
Then maybe
it looks
there's
really
maybe
good.
there's something
It looks
inside.
really good.
I
have one of those somewhere.
Yeah, don't get too excited. It's there's a very fine plus on eBay at $9.
Oh,
That'll
wow.
do nicely.
That's shocking.
Wow. I love those. Yeah, that's very shocking. If you can get a fine of that for $9 now.
That makes me sad, actually.
Concrete
that's
was crazy back in the day.
That's the
Godzilla's
second
worth a
Godzilla
bit.
series in the US. The first was Marvel.
What series is going on your pile, Mark? The last one?
Godzilla.
So
Put
you
that
want the
Godzilla on
Godzilla?
Mark.
Yeah, he wants a Godzilla.
Guys, like when I'm in the middle of the show, okay, and you're saying Bill's
Yes,
pile.
I am.
Sometimes I just put them all in a pile and stick them up there. We'll
All right.
settle it all later. I might have to send
Well,
it
guys, Dale's back.
If it's hey Dale,
Oh,
if
hey.
it's only if it's only going for $9,
Phil's
put that
back.
Dark Horse
Oh,
Presents
Phil's never
number
been
1
here.
up for me.
Hey, he walked through, but here's Phil. Say
How's
hi,
it going?
Phil.
Yeah,
Hi, Phil.
Phil.
I know we're interrupting, but if you wanted
Hi,
to get
I want it. My pile. I love Boris the Bear. I want that one.
I
love Boris the Bear.
hey, if you
Yeah.
wanted Bob,
And
nice.
since it's under $10, you need to snatch out that first concrete for me too.
Kyle.
Well, hold on. I haven't priced these yet.
Yeah,
hey Kyle, Bob Burden.
yeah. Huh?
This is who you need to ask for Bob to get him on here.
Where? Who?
This guy.
Phil's like
Phil.
Bob's best friend.
Get Bob and Roxanne on the show, Phil.
You know what? Roxanne is awesome. She has a company. Sorry, I just invaded.
Hey, Phil.
How's it going, gentlemen? I
No,
use
you're
that
fine.
term loosely, knowing that you guys are friends with
All
Bill.
right.
No,
Yeah.
but Roxanne and Bob have teamed up, and they are doing. It's called some kind. She's making really weird, eclectic frames,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
Bob is drawing stuff to put in them.
Oh, that's great.
So I bought a few of them from her just to help support
Yeah.
her. But I'm friends with Roxanne and Bob. Like when I go to San Diego Comic-Con, Bob and I share a room. We're
There you
roomies.
go.
And it's
There you go.
always interesting because he is one of the most eclectic humans I've ever hung out with.
Yeah, that's one of my wants to display in my library is a Bob Flaming Carrot piece inside of one of Roxanne's little frames.
Well, I will call if you want me to call him. There, she's not really promoting it much right now, but I could call her and see if she has any more.
Oh my God, I love those.
But
I've been
yeah,
on Facebook for a year now, but I used to stay in touch with them on Facebook, and I just love that stuff.
yeah, me too. What's cool is at Dragon Con this year, I've been bugging Bob for years to sell me some original art, and he doesn't sell his original art. He has every page for, I think, all but one book. He still has the McFarlane cover that he did, that McFarlane did for Flaming Carrot and the Ninja Turtles.
Tails, that's worth about $30.
Yeah, at least 30. But so this
Tails.
year, Bob's like, fine, Philip, just to shut you up, I'm going to sell you some pages. So he sold me 4 pages from, I think it was Flaming Carrot number 27.
Beautiful.
Where Flaming
Love
Carrot goes
ElfQuest.
to space and the floating heads of all of his villains are there without
Nice.
their masks and
Oh, that's
screwballs in it.
I'd love to get. Oh, there you go. Corbin's Den. That's Mark.
And
That's
I'll let
Mark.
I stole Bill's seat.
No, you're fine. You're
see that
fine.
right there?
You're doing good.
No, I want you to witness all this stuff.
Black Sword.
Blood-sword.
See, these are all Bill's comics that he's getting.
Oh, y'all put each other's in a stack?
Yeah, so Darren has all
The
Oh, that's a great-
reprints of EC.
that's a reprint. Those
Those
are the Gladstones.
reprints.
Those are hard to
Gladstone.
find. Yeah, and so those are all my comics right there that he's holding for me.
I loved Empire Lanes, man. That was a great one too.
Ron Lim stuff.
Empire
I've heard of
Lanes
it.
with Ron Lim.
I have a feeling
Lem
I could
started
be friends
out with him.
Darren.
NGC.
He's the one who's coming over to visit us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and bringing.
Is that Lou Diamond Phillips?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. It was a joke.
No, it was. Lou Diamond Phillips number 1.
Dude, I remember
Red
all
Fox.
these books.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
God.
Dude,
Red
I
Fox.
mean, this was our
I want that. Put that on my pile. I have Red Fox 4. I need Red Fox 1.
If Darren busts out a Grips number 1, I'm going to be impressed.
Well, you can put it in the bill pile because
I have no idea what is in this box. This is absolutely random. I really don't know any. Even if I saw it, I wouldn't know what the hell it was.
Now you're into British print. Now you're into British presses.
Oh, let me tell Phil. Let me tell Phil what he just missed. I just put a American flag number 1 in my pile.
Oh, nice. Is it the British version?
No, there wasn't a British version
Okay.
that I know of.
Anything goes. Flaming Carrot.
Number 1.
There you go.
My pile. My pile. My
Oh,
pile.
I was about
Bill,
to steal that for
give it
Bill's
to Phil.
pile.
No, Bill
My
pile,
pile.
please.
That
put
was
it in the Bill
anything goes
pile.
number 1, wasn't it?
Anything goes is a good one.
Put it in the bill pile. Come on, Kyle.
No, you guys get to see Bob Burton. That's the first Flaming Carrot in color.
Well, you know what?
I've
I
got
probably have 10 copies of it. So
Yes,
don't
you
feel
do.
so bad.
Okay.
That's the first Flaming
That's
Carrot in
I
color.
I
stockpiled.
was trying to get it for you.
Yeah.
Did they tell you? Did they show you my Flaming Carrot stack here just at the shop? Okay.
That's
Privateers. Now you're into Canadian press.
I think so.
That's how.
Yeah.
We haven't seen
I
that.
love me some Flaming Carrot.
There's a cool comic
Sydney
next.
Mellowers.
I-
There's
I-
an early
I knew
slave
Brad-
I
labor
had that
graphics right there.
on the skull.
That's slave labor. Oh,
Oh, Guns N' Roses, rock and roll.
Right. That's worth a
oh
few quid,
God! I
that.
need to take away, not add. That's worth having though.
Yeah. I put that on my pile. I can flog
Oh
that.
my
The
god!
supersized edition of Flaming Carrot.
There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Hold on a
Very.
second.
Man,
That's the very, very first edition.
Hold a second, Darren. Let's see what
created by who? Michael who?
Look at that! Look at that!
Is it signed?
$195.
I think I just had an orgasm.
Let's see. Signed Bob Burton, 1982. You know, I joked with Bob that the rare Flaming Carrot books are the ones he didn't sign because he signs them all. But this is also numbered. This is number 2,900 out of 5,000. Look how patriotic he was, ready to run for president at that point. Because we need a president with a nuclear-powered pogo stick, and they can climb the wall with toilet plungers. That is the skills we need in America to lead our country.
I want that. I want
They need
that
a wall
so
that can't
bad.
be climbed. Surely, I thought that was the idea.
Huh?
You want the wall that can't be climbed, I thought.
I didn't hear
So what's
that.
the ticket price? What's the ticket? What are you selling that one for in the shop?
This one, I don't think I have a price on it because I love it so much.
Okay.
You just want to put that to Kyle. I have no money. I'm a Make-A-Wish kid. I'm a dying cancer patient. I need that.
Oh, Kyle.
There we go.
I may not die for 10 years, but who gives a fuck? Oh God, that's Seventh Heaven to me right
What's
there.
funny is I was in San Diego Comic Con
Con.
walking around with Bob, and walking around with Bob, you never know who you're going to see or what you're going to see. And somebody, have you ever heard of an artist named Ladrone?
No.
He was the protege of Mobius, and he took over Mobius.
really?
And Mobius stopped.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I was at his table, and he had some visions, visions number 2, 3, and 4, which
Oh
were
my God.
early Flaming Carrots.
Oh,
And he sold them to me for like $20 each because
shut up.
I was with Bob.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Boris,
Boris
it's an
Adventure.
adventure
That's on my
magazine.
pile too. I want
Dude,
that
I was going to
Boris.
say put that in Bob's pile. I'm going
Love
to show
me
you
some
why that
Boris.
one should have gone into
With a
Bob.
name like Mobius, you should have gone
I
on forever.
fucking love Boris the Bear. And again,
Oh,
they're
naughty
$2
one.
books.
Naughty
They're
one.
like,
Metarog.
sushi.
You can put that in my pile, please.
Tokyo Jones.
Yeah.
That's it.
it's,
The box is over.
Early naughty manga.
Huh? I told you never thought land. Huh? Influence.
What do you want to see? Do you want to see
Yeah.
1950s
Yes.
British annuals of Superman, Superboy stuff?
I'd love to. I need to go though, so I'll maybe do those next
Right.
week. So I'm off, guys. Good to see you
Alright.
again. I'll see you next Wednesday for
But
the
Mark,
quiz.
Cheers,
There's
man.
two comics. I've got two comics coming to your stackery at the moment.
Okay.
I've got an old Charlton romance, and I've got a horror comic, a horror mag. Two
Okay, well, they won't-
1969 September
Okay.
comics. They'll be in the next.
So I've just had a stackery delivery, so it'll be another 3 or 4
Yeah.
weeks, mate. Because I
Hey,
let
Kyle.
them
Yeah, no rush.
Yeah.
What's your favorite flavored crayon?
That's the triangle man and the
Burnt umber.
Flavored crayon.
Burnt umber.
It's a
I'm a
marine.
Marine. I'm a crayon eater.
They eat
They're
marine.
eating a crayon.
Marines eat crayons.
I'm a crayon eater.
Oh right, I won't be surprised.
Yeah.
I won't
Well
be
known for
surprised.
eating crayons. You have to eat fucking crayons to do the dumb shit you have to do with that.
That's fair.
I think Kyle couldn't get the wrappers off. He couldn't eat them.
Oh, suit. Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
Soup. These are. Is it British?
These are British. They're
Yeah,
not very good
Daniels.
condition.
What's
British
Superboy
Superboy.
doing with Rex the Wonder Dog?
Is it yours?
Yeah,
those two are.
Why
Dude,
is
that's pretty
Superboy with Rex the Wonder Dog and not Crypto?
That's fun. When was that reprinted?
Why
And
is
who
he
does
with
it
Rex
belong
the
to?
Wonder Dog and not Crypto?
Dude,
Anybody?
what year was that?
62, 63.
Who claimed that?
Nobody.
How
Why
much?
is he with Rex the Wonder Dog and not Crypto? Anybody?
How much is that one?
I honestly don't know yet. I've not priced any of this shit up.
Can you
The
put
guys
that?
just say put it on my pile, but they've already lost 6 houses each to me.
Can you put it on the bill pile?
Well, I can.
It's the bill for Phil pile.
Right, Bill. I just want to prepare you for what's coming. Okay.
Dunzabel Topo.
Oh shoot!
Superboy
Nice.
Adventure Book.
So many adventure books.
All right, guys, I have to show y'all something. You know that Boris the Bear book that you claimed a minute ago?
57, 58. Yep.
Yeah.
This is the companion to that.
Secret Hearts.
Isn't that a great cover?
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't, you know, these old romance books were all the
cool. As
legends.
a
of
companion
DC
to
and
Boris the
Marvel.
Bear.
But dude, that cover to me is just one of my favorite layouts.
Is it like a cover ripoff or something? The Boris one of that?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. This is like it's like a tribute because it's got the legs and then Boris is
Oh
standing here.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
So this is the tribute or the.
Boris is the tribute.
To
I
this.
just had to share this with you.
There you go.
Hooligans.
There you go.
Nice.
Yes, look. Do you see a similarity?
So
That's one for cover slingers,
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
Through the legs.
Yeah, we did a through the legs week, didn't we? We did a through the
Did
legs
you?
week on Cover Slingers where we did through the legs a few months back.
So this was this 1957 Superboy. Now this is pretty old, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's
57 is pre-Marvel superhero stuff.
are all of them with a dog on the front? Every single one?
Quite possibly.
No, I brought these to shoot.
Yeah, why is Rex the Wonder Dog with Superboy and not Crypto? Come on, why is no one asking this
Oh.
question?
Look how pretty that is.
What does that say? Is that 5 pence? What is that?
5
What is
shillings. The little
Shillings.
the dash means
Yeah.
shillings, I think.
Yeah,
And the horizontal dash is the amount of pence, so nil
Okay.
pence. This is
It's a
5
card
shillings
tracker.
and nil pence.
Got it.
Dude, those are amazing.
Dang.
What's your guess on the price range of those?
Well, okay,
Just-
so from a it's really battered. This is low grade. This is like very good or even good condition. So that's not going to help. Now, my initial thought was if I got 10 to 20 pounds for these, I'd be happy each. But Mark said to me a while back that these go for big
Yeah.
money, like big money in the States. So
Oh, wow.
until I can get a
Can do.
definitive
Yeah.
answer, I can't price them. So
Okay. Time to do some research. But those are
Yeah.
very cool.
When did
Bulldogs.
Superboy start with his own comic book?
Dude, Bobo was a fierce warrior.
Did Bobo?
What?
Superboy came out in 1949.
Sounds familiar. Detective Chimp. Did Bobo have
But
its
it's a
own?
54. It's quite early then, isn't it? It's quite early reprint.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superboy came out in More Fun Comics 101 in 1959. Or 49, not 59, 49.
49.
Everybody loves a good
49,
adventure
yeah.
book.
Yeah.
That's really early.
More Fun Comics 101 in 1949. And
57,
Siegel and
58.
Schuster fucking hated it.
Is the same kid's name in the front of all of them, Darren?
Do you know what? I haven't even been noticing. But we can.
Are they
We'll
all
have a look
trying
from
to
now.
be the same kid?
And
Let's
now
have a
there's
look.
Rex. So the dogs are. It's all
I
different
still can't
dogs.
work out why Rex the Wonder Dog is with Superboy.
Oh, it is the same dog.
No, it's been Rex the Wonder Dog every single time, but it should be Crypto. It should be Crypto. Rex the Wonder Dog had his own series. I don't know why they teamed him up with Superboy, because I don't think they were ever together as a team up.
Maybe that
Not
comes
I
later.
don't know of, other than that comic book. I'm guessing it was just because they probably just thought it would appeal to the kids. That's why they put him with Rex the Wonder Dog. I'm guessing.
This one's
That's
falling
worth
apart.
some money.
Are worth quite a bit.
That
Holy
right there
shit.
is worth some money.
It's early. Look, can you see the date? It's not easy to see. But
46.
50 and 51. Is that what this says?
yeah, it says first published in
Oh, yeah,
monthly
this is-
parts,
First
July
published
to
in
December
50.
1950, and this one was reprinted October 51.
October 51. Jesus, dude.
51.
That's the oldest
Wow,
one
that's
then.
2 years up. So that's got to be the first. That's got to be the first couple of years of Superboy stories.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they rolled the Superman there, and there's some original
Super
stories
early
there. That now you're back into Siegel and Schuster.
Where's the what's the publisher say? It was
Can't read that.
yeah, I can't read it.
Printed by Morrison and Gibb Limited, Edinburgh,
Morrison
for
and Gibb.
KG Murray, Australia.
Oh, geez.
Atlas Publishing and Distributing
Ah.
Company, Fleet Street.
Hmm.
Oh, here we go. Now it's Superman.
Oh yeah. Darren, quite enough Sayer has asked if you could have a wardrobe change. He wants to see you dressed like this from now on.
Who? Me?
Yeah, I imagine that's what he's talking about. He's saying leather miniskirt and boots. I think that's a request.
I
If you
didn't
could- if
see
you could
it.
wear that this week on the show, I think that's what you're saying anyway.
So now it's Superman.
Those are freaking cool.
I mean,
Those are old,
the
aren't they?
age is
Bloody hell.
beautiful. This
Yeah.
is old shit.
Oh, also,
54.
I think it was Kyle.
Yeah.
About
Not a bad nick either, really, are they? Not in too
Well,
bad nick.
the bridge.
Yeah, they're kind of a bit
Talk about like
falling apart, but
before he goes. I was like, y'all need to talk.
Dude, that's cool. Which Kyle?
this will be my
I
model.
can't see any page missing. The spine looks all right. For an old
Yeah,
an old
spine's
comic,
better
it's
on
not
that
bad, bad condition.
Look how happy they look. That is a lot of joy for two superheroes that are sharing a double page spread.
Well, those pictures are basically by British artists. So
Yeah.
that's why they don't look like the American version.
This is
Those are gorgeous, man.
Hey,
was that a 70 pence, that one? This is that was a later one, wasn't it? 'Cause it said
Yeah,
70
that was a
pence,
later
I
one,
think.
that one, yeah.
Um,
This one's price clipped.
Kyle, can you tell Phil a little bit about the book you wanted to do? All your
64.
history.
What's the one we talked about, right, Kyle?
What's that?
That book you want to do about all your knowledge?
I don't want to do a book about my knowledge. I'm going to die with my knowledge and just let it go.
The heckling, it's the roast has begun. Dude, those are amazing.
Oh, what's
That's
up
had a
with your
scribbled
face?
out face.
What's up with
Comic.
the space?
A little kid had some
Yeah,
art
it's cool.
projects.
That was 55, 56.
Those are gorgeous.
This one is in nice condition.
I just want to sit around and talk to my cat.
Look at that.
Now, this is nice, Nick.
So, Darren, do you have a lot of
That
2000
doesn't look like he
AD?
wants to talk to you.
Yeah, shitloads. Couple of sets, probably.
See,
Maybe-
I am a huge Judge Dredd fan, like crazy Dredd fan. So when you come visit us, bring your 2000 ADs.
Oh, man, I would need like a jumbo jet to take them all.
I know, that's a lot.
I misread that. I thought that said
Oh,
Chris-
look at that. I love that cover. That's gorgeous.
Dang. What
That is
is it a
gorgeous.
different artist every time? 'Cause
Yeah, it's your they used English, British artists for a lot of the covers, so that's why they look so different.
they're all different.
Yeah. Oh, they're. Don't you dig this stuff?
This is fun.
This is Green Arrow. The Wonder
I'm so
Archer.
glad Phil can join us today. This makes me happy. Hey, I want to show y'all something real quick.
Jimmy.
Two man pal Jimmy
Can you make
Olsen.
Dig for a second, Gray, and then we'll go back to
Yeah, I'm just like
Darren.
So since Darren, you're a UK guy, this is actually what I do. I collect original art, and this is from the Mighty World of Marvel. So as you can see, the format's different. They change up the layout, and I bought this back in the '80s. John Romita Jr. was at the Atlanta Fantasy Fair just selling a bunch of artwork. And this was one in his stack that I bought for $30.
You can't read
Very
it.
nice. Mighty World of Marvel.
Yeah,
Is that
Mighty World of
Blaster?
Marvel. So this was only a UK book, but they reprinted and they relayed out a bunch of the US styles, US
What
stories.
issue is it from?
is that
You can't
is that
read it.
Blaster from the Negative
Says-
Zone?
Hold on,
82. It's too. It's
I actually have it saved. The book. I have the book saved in my eBay.
I hope it's not number 26.
It's too faded. Can you
Oh,
Let's see, Mighty World of Marvel.
see it? It's too faded. It's all faded out.
So here's my secret. I don't keep the original art at the comic book shop. I have a large format printer
Oh shit!
scanner, so I scan it and then I print it on Bristol board to hang in
I
the
need
shop,
that.
and all the original art is in my secret storage. So I
Darren?
just love this one because on the back of it, there's sketches. Not on this one because this is a copy. Because I didn't want somebody to come up and grab. Like I have the opening splash page for Spider-Man 239, which is the first full issue of Hobgoblin. I have a page, Mike
You want me to
Zeck
get 'em
page
down?
from Punisher miniseries.
Get 'em down.
I have Joel Sinat splash page from Hulk. And I'm not going to hang those in here because somebody will grab it and run out the door.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
a copy is way less painful to lose.
Yeah, just in case, yeah.
Let me tell you.
Darren, what was the last one you showed?
The one he thinks this is from.
Oh, is that
No.
Juggernaut?
This is just a random pile I had. I've got it. I've got a guy who wanted a few. This is the one you're looking at, Kyle. And this is just his pile of leftover ones that he hasn't took
Here's the
yet.
book
'cause
number right here.
These are the pricey ones.
182.
182.
Fantastic Four 182, Mighty World of Marvel with its own special spotlight.
Mighty World of Marvel 182.
Yeah.
That's what it said.
It's hard to read.
Not
but
Fantastic Four. Not the
It
complete
says
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four 182, but
But the
um,
bottom it says look, the bottom it says Mighty World of Marvel right here.
it says
Right.
somewhere.
MWM somewhere on here, but right there it says FF.
Mighty
So I
World
It's
think-
a
of Marvel.
reprint from Fantastic Four.
I think they took
Maybe it's
Fantastic Four 182, or no, this is, and then made it into the Mighty World of Marvel. I don't know how it works.
That's
I didn't
okay,
get
right?
any of these.
Mighty World of Marvel 182.
Yeah.
Okay. When someone else takes over showing stuff, I'll see if I've got one.
All right, I'm gonna go put this back up.
And,
These are
and
just
that-
random ones, Kyle.
What's this from?
I love every one of those, but I just can't
So
stack them.
this is from X-Men Annual number 4.
Oh,
Oh,
my
X-Men,
favorite.
Like.
Is that the one with Dracula
Nightcrawler's
in it? That's
Inferno.
the one with Dracula, isn't it?
Dracula.
No, it's Nightcrawler's Inferno. It's when Doctor Strange and them go to hell.
Oops.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not one of the happy X-Men books.
But
Oh
it's
my
gorgeous,
God.
right? Look
It's
at that
one of the
storm.
best X-Men books ever done.
Yeah.
Superb.
Nightcrawler's Inferno.
Superb.
If I had to name my favorite X-Men book, that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I bought those in the 80s for $30 a page from the artists.
Oh my God.
To be fair, I was 16 years old. Oh, wow.
Oh shoot! And Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, Nightcrawler's
And
that's
the Hulk
Brent
together.
Anderson,
Wasn't there
right?
something where the Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, a set.
Was
Or
there not something where
there
the
was a-
Planet of the Apes went?
Yeah. But
yeah, I've got them all.
Yeah.
Great. I've
Bill,
got, I haven't
that's
shown
Brent
any.
Anderson, right?
Haven't shown any yet, but I've got an absolute mountain of English Marvel UK stuff. You know, this is not like UK. This is not the US comics price variants.
Right.
This is original UK
Yes.
stuff.
Those are amazing.
Maybe not original art, but it's
Yeah.
not like the Pence variant of a
Yeah.
US comic. This is
Those
done by
are
a
straight
company called
reprints. Those
Those are
These
straight
are
cool.
reprints, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But Phil,
Well-
that's Brent Anderson art, right?
My brain doesn't work that well. I forget even what page and what a book
Yeah.
it's from most of the
That
time.
X-Men Annual 4 is Brent Anderson. It's brilliant stuff.
So how does that Hulk Planet of the Apes one work? Is it like you read halfway
Mul-
through and then it
multiple
doesn't,
stories?
or is it back to back like style? You flip it over.
Well, it took like 4 issues. They'd reprint, like they'd split an issue into 4. One of their issues was like the first 6 pages of a book, and then the next issue'd have the next 6 pages, and the next issue'd have the next 6 pages, and the next issue'd have the last ones. So it'd
Okay.
take like 4 issues to tell
So they
one.
came out weekly, not monthly.
Yeah, because it'd be weekly.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, but it'd be the
cool.
same amount though, because they came out
So,
weekly rather than
and-
monthly.
The reprints come out 6 months to a year after they hit the shelves here.
Captain
Britain
Britain.
#1.
Oh, nice.
Are the glasses, or is the glasses, is the face mask still in there?
I've got 3 copies of this, and I've got 1 mask.
Mm.
That is so cool.
So you got Captain America.
Here's a number 2.
Yeah.
Is that DC?
Well, I think the ones about masks.
Different
I
character.
think the ones about masks are worthless. So you might as well put one in my pile.
Nice try, Gray. Are you ready
Yeah.
for
And
think I
the
might have
glider
enough
and
when
the
you showed me.
boomerang and the boomerang. Boomerang, rang, rang, rang. Now you got multiple
Yeah, but
boomerangs
boomerang,
in
surely,
the
it's
issue.
not
How many
fair.
issues you got in there?
No, what happens is, let me show you.
What happens is he threw 1 and 2 came back.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
No,
the
no.
glue in there, it's like that black glue stuff that with age it just brittles apart. It
The
just
way it's
falls
supposed
apart.
to go is there's a slot there, and you put it through the slot, so it
Yeah.
ends up going like that,
Oh, that's
Oh.
and that's the boomerang. Phew!
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, there you go.
Super.
I need it, but I need to subtract, not add. I've got 1 with the mask. I'm
He looks,
happy.
he looks
Now,
more
where's
like
that
the
Phil
weapons
guy
than
gone?
Kroll.
Oh, Phil. He's got something.
Yeah.
He's got something for you.
Well, to start with, the Captain Britain number 2 with the boomerang.
Oh, with the
Oh,
boomerang.
that's so
Oh, yeah,
cool.
yeah. You know I want that. Bill pile, please.
Oh, Bill.
You're not getting that one. That's his personal collection.
Oh, is that your own
You can-
personal?
man, if you want it, you can have it, but this is not cheap.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine.
No,
I
no, if you
realize
want it,
that.
you can have it. It's to be sold. I'm not attached to any of these things.
No,
I
no,
want
no.
money,
I'm not going to
comics.
take your own personal. No,
I
no,
don't
no.
have a personal collection. I'm
Oh,
just.
I know you
That's
don't, but
not personal.
I'm not going
If
to
you
take
want
that.
it, you can have it, but this is probably going to be 50 quid.
Well, $50. I mean, I'm sure it's worth it.
This is the one.
Like $60 dude, or is 50.
60.
Oh,
yeah.
that one's
Oh.
amazing.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
God.
Wait, what's the chains
You
all?
want
What's
that.
happening?
How much you think that one will be?
That sells for
I'd
about
probably
£200.
I reckon I've read that.
Wow.
200 pounds. That's what.
I read that as a kid. My school,
In-
my junior school had that, and I read that in school. Like it was literally like the classroom copy. Every now and again, a quiet lesson, they'd get the comic books out, and I'd read them. And I remember reading that story as a kid in junior school, in one of those UK reprints.
Is that the first Wolverine?
Yeah,
It's
that's the first Wolverine reprinted
Now,
into.
the funny
Mighty
thing
World
is
of Marvel.
that's taken two cover images. That's taken a Hulk cover image and an interior Wolverine image. And it's because that's like the Wendigo is on the cover of 180, the Hulk is on the cover of like 172, and the Wolverine's from an interior. It's a cut and paste cover there because that's
Now
not
this-
the cover of 181.
This comic has a story. I'll tell you the story. It's funny, but you'll howl with, I don't know, maybe fright, jealousy, or horror. I don't know. So,
Oh well.
about 7 or 8 years ago, when I was starting out Splat Comics, I used to go to conventions, and there was a guy. This is the inside. It's all black and white. So at the conventions, you chat to the guy on the stall next to you, and I honestly, everyone has more knowledge than me about comics. The guy next to me said, we were just chatting, and he said, yeah, the one you want these days is that Mighty World of Marvel one with the first appearance of the Hulk in. And I said, no, Mighty World of Marvel is just like dog shit, basically. You can get them for like 10, 20p an issue. Why the hell would anyone want that? It's just a reprint. He said, no, it's picking up in price. You need to get it. And I said, well, I'll put it on my list. Anyway, a bit later on in the same show, there were no customers at the time, so I thought I'll just have a walk around. And I had a walk around, and underneath another dealer's table was a box of, I could see there were Marvel UK. And I thought, well, I'm not doing anything else. I'll just have a real quick look. So I had a real quick look, and lo and behold, this was in here. So I said, how much do you want to the guy? And he said, oh, you can give me this much. And I paid him, and I walked away. How much do you think he made me pay for this comic?
How many years ago was it?
8
Not
years.
much.
A quid.
10.
10 pounds.
10 pounds?
Pence.
I'd still say a quid.
10 pence.
No,
Yeah,
that's a
10
good
pounds.
return on your investment.
From another dealer. I mean, look,
He took-
what do you
that's
do?
cool.
Do you say
That's
no?
I would be interested in that one.
I'm not selling it for 20 pence.
I know that. You got to.
That's not the way it works.
I think one of the things I try to do here at the comic shop is a lot of stuff in here it will never sell, but people want to look at it, and I think that's something that would be cool on the wall to let people come by and see something they've never seen before.
But another,
Yeah, exactly.
he would never want to sell it either because he'd love it so much.
That,
Oh,
the
no.
other
Well,
tactic,
Phil wouldn't. No.
I do have a tactic here at the shop. I do price certain things not to sell because I want to put it on the wall for people to look at, but I don't want to accidentally sell it because so
We need to make you a glass wall, like a case.
No, but that's why he has the first Wolverine appearance and it has no price on it.
right.
Yeah, because you don't.
Well, I
want
have
to
two
sell it.
copies of the Hulk 181. One is my personal, and it's a good high grade one. The one here at the shop is
Pretty bad.
Now-
attached cover. The whole
The first appearance of Wolverine's Hulk 180, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
Is Gray talking?
I it's funny that you say that. I was having an argument online today with somebody about that topic. That because the logic of the Hulk 180, because they call that the cameo, and then 181 is first full appearance or whatever. But that would mean that Spider-Man 238 is the first. They do consider that first appearance of Hobgoblin, but 239 is not. But using the Wolverine logic, then the 239 is actually the first appearance because it's the first full story. Yeah,
Well,
that's a low grade Hulk 181.
And didn't Macendale become Hobgoblin at the end of Alpha Flight 19 when he was
What?
Here you go, Darren.
he was
Darren.
the pumpkin? What the hell
Darren,
was that character?
I don't know that. I can't remember that. I didn't read Alpha Flight super hardcore.
Yeah.
Did you see it, Darren?
Steve Ditko did the artwork. It was
Darren. Here's the companion to
he
your.
was Jack O'Lantern.
I'll swap you.
I'll see you later. I gotta go. Oh shit. Phil's on a flight already. He's out. He's at the airport. Oh, He-Man. Oh wait, this is not He-Man. It's Masters. Wait, it's just called Masters of the Universe before.
This is Marvel UK stuff.
Wow. And then She-Ra.
I didn't even remember a She-Ra comic.
Yeah,
She was the Princess of Power.
I didn't know they had a
She
comic.
was.
I didn't know she had a. I didn't know she had a comic.
Are those all British?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they had a She-Ra in the States.
Man, I don't know what the hell's in this box. It's certainly not what's on the label. Look,
Damn it.
what the hell?
You
have I done?
realize I got up to check my mail and take a whiz, and you switched from Superman.
Well, tell you what, if you need to go, do you need to go to the loo for a whiz?
I do.
Right. Well, why don't we take a whiz break and be right back?
All right, whiz break.
Whiz break.
Oh man, this is cool.
It's freezing in Texas. We just want you to know that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's actually not freezing right this second,
It
but
was.
it has. Yeah,
It was what, 17, 19?
it was 17 last night. Tonight, it's only supposed to get to 38. Thank God. And tomorrow it's supposed to get to 70. But that's Texas.
Oh, so Paulo is trying to get your attention here. That was a little bit ago.
Oh, okay.
He was sending you.
Oh, yeah. Paolo, you're right. Jaworski worked with Mobius. Wait, is that who I'm thinking of? Let me look.
Oh no. So Paulo, the messages actually were not there. They were scrolled off the
Back
screen.
from the whiz
I
break.
just-
Hey, while I'm thinking,
Yeah, you may be right, Paolo.
while I'm thinking of it, Phil and Dale, are
Yeah, what's
you
up?
guys into Jay and Silent Bob?
Oh yeah,
Into what?
Jay and Silent Bob.
Do you know who's on next week with us?
No, who?
Mike Zapsik from Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Uh-huh.
He's doing trivia with us next week. So if you guys want to pop in next week,
Hey Phil.
help us do trivia with Mike Zapsik from Comic Book Man.
Kevin Smith's store.
Mike Zapsik.
Oh,
Zap-
cool.
Zap-
Do you know him?
Don't know him personally. I know who he is.
He's like considered the brain trust of comics, and he wants to compete against us in trivia. And you guys should be here.
Oh, dude, you should play.
You should. Phil would be.
Phil's in.
Phil's
on.
like, yeah. Phil's going to be here. Phil's
No,
first string.
You're not.
What day is it? Wednesday?
You're not going to be here.
Where will I be Wednesday?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you had something on Wednesday, or we might be down. Pick up.
For Coast.
Okay, there's a slight chance we might go take the boat out of the water to fix it, or
Go with y'all.
we'll be here. We'll see. Depends on my schedule.
But I told Zapsik a couple weeks ago he'd come on here and we'd kick his ass at trivia, which we probably won't. But
I mean,
You
that'd
know.
be cool.
he is Kevin Smith's go-to guy when it comes to comic book knowledge.
All right.
We'll be 1 degree removed from Kevin Smith. And if Jason Mewes is in town, Mewes will pop up on the show. But I don't know if Mewes is going to be in town for that.
That's so great, though.
But
can
he'll be at Secret Stash in Jersey on the show next week.
All right, we'll see. We hit something in the water, so I have to take both engines out of the boat.
What'd you get?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
A dead body.
Dead body.
You never know.
But we
in
spun
Texas.
the shaft. I have to go remove the head.
And then
Yeah, they accidentally hit a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, Phil said.
and then March 13th we'll have JMD Mateus on for what, the third or
Yeah,
fourth
we're gonna
time.
have David Tejas on.
Tell them if anybody comes here during the summer, we'll go down to the coast and go out on the boat.
Yeah, if y'all are here during the summer, we'll take you out.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said 13th.
March 13th, got D. Mateus coming back on Talk Comics, and He loves talking his old Spider-Man. You know, he's the guy that wrote Craven's Last Hunt.
Okay.
He's my favorite comic book writer. Did a great run on the Defenders. Though my favorite guest to have on here is Hillary Barta, who did SpongeBob and Plastic Man and stuff like that. But
Oh, that reminds me. We also need to hold it. Hey, we also need to get
Whoa, shoot.
what's his name?
Howie Chaikin.
No, I'm drawing a blank. No, Horshack.
Jackie
Earl Haley.
Yeah. Oh God.
Jackie on here too.
He doesn't.
I will go utterly fanboy. You get Jackie on the show, I'm going.
No, we would love to. He doesn't do a lot of shows. Phil was just telling us he doesn't do a lot of shows, but he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's
I
And if we could
want
get him-
that.
He lives here.
he's nearby.
I want that. I want that. Can you pile that
Well,
for
look
me,
at that,
Darren?
Darren. Oh, hey, wait. Let me get.
It's their reprint of the first half of 129.
Oh my gosh!
Is
First
that a-
Punisher,
Is that a site? That's site.
Super Spider-Man.
Dude,
Yeah, those again, they were weeklies, but it printed half the issue, the other half of the issues the following issue.
Dude, but yeah, that is a
So
great.
if you have those 2 issues in a row, I want them definitely.
I was in Amsterdam at an event, and they had a copy of the Punisher or Spidey 129 in Dutch, and I bought it for $5. And it's just so cool to
Awesome.
see it. But it was exactly the same layout as the U.S.
Yeah.
version, but it just said "Die Spider-Man" or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, that
And
last-
again, you almost can't give those away. You have to find the right person, or they're only worth $5 or $10.
But for me, I just
I
love
showed
it.
that demon on the cover slingers the other day.
Oh, great, cool. Can you make
Darren.
me big, please, mate, so we can see him? I didn't realise I wasn't watching that one.
Yeah, and Gray wasn't Gray talking about horror earlier?
Or Mark would love those 2 horror
And
ones.
Mark is the horror guy.
Oh, I
But
thought
yeah.
Gray was the one saying-
Oh, nice one. Thank you, Gray.
I party with rock stars, movie stars, and presidents, and I would fanboy out with Jackie Earl Haley.
He's a cool dude. I produce a
He's
film
super sharp.
competition here in San Antonio that Bill competes in called the 48-Hour Film Project, which you may have mentioned.
Bill.
Dale also had a team this
Oh.
year. It was called Two
Yeah.
Cameras, One Prop, which if
Oh
you're
my
warped,
God.
you may recognize.
Who drank the shit?
I know nobody. It was just a tribute. But Jackie was one of my judges 2 years ago because I'm trying to get better judges.
Oh, Jackie.
Yeah.
His wife.
And John. What's John's last name? Redcorn.
Crap. A friend of mine. I just forgot his name. He's an actor. He was John Redcorn in
King of the Hill.
Yeah,
and he also
He
was
came to that
Ken
too.
Hatote, chief of the Wamapoke people. Oh, those
Yeah.
Star Wars are awesome. Jonathan Joss is
Joss.
his name.
Yeah, he was there too for that one.
He was, yeah. Dude, those Star Wars
Yeah.
are cool.
We were talking about it last week, but if you talk the perfectly cast superhero, it's pretty hard to go up against Patrick Stewart as Professor X, but I swear to God, Jackie as Rorschach could not have been more perfectly cast.
I agree.
Well, and
Ever.
he had to basically put himself out there and sent a tape in for Zack Snyder to look at, and Zack Snyder goes, "I can't believe I didn't think of him in the first place," and he immediately hired him.
And then him as the terror on the tick. I mean, he is a comic book dream.
And he's in everything. Anytime I'm watching a movie and he's in it, I'll send him a text and go, "Man,
Need
you're
it.
everywhere." Oh,
That's on my
great.
pile
That's
too.
cool.
Please,
That's
please file that me. Yeah,
Which one you want?
you can spare one. It ain't gonna hurt your feelings. You can spare one, and two. And if you just got multiples of multiple issues, yep, you can spare that one too. Yep, I want one of those.
Oh, jeez.
There's issue 2 of the series.
that?
I want one of
That's
those.
3. Yeah.
Who is
I want
that?
one
Is
of
that
those.
Goblin?
And I want one of those. One of those 3 that you have there.
Yes, dude.
Jesus.
You're stockpiling, Darren.
Hey, who was the
With pleasure.
dude in the green? Was that Goblin?
No, that was the first appearance of the Badoon.
You know, like it.
That
The
was the first
Spittoon?
appearance of the
Oh,
Badoon in
really?
comics.
Okay.
same thing goes, dude. Just every issue you've got multiples of, you can just stack one on me because I need that original series, but it would be so cool to have that series.
Super sweet.
Well, I don't even know how to do this. This is a pretty big pile.
That's another
One for you, one for me. That's how we're going.
2 for you, 2 for me. 3, 1, 2, 3 for me.
First Mephisto. Yep, need that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you stack me a Mephisto? Come on now, stack me one.
I did.
Oh, look.
Okay.
Is that for, hey,
Loki. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
there's a Thor and Loki.
This is a full set, you know.
Well, there you go. If I'm coming out with a full set of
Yeah,
those, I'm
Loki
happy
and Thor.
because I need them.
One each.
Hey, Darren, did you ever read Action Force?
Yeah, I used to get Battle, which was a comic, and Battle merged with Action Force.
I
And
love
that's when
Action
I went
Force.
off it.
Isn't there a bunch of Action Force on the wall over there?
No, I used to, and I had a comic book shop back in the 80s when I was a little kid, and I would order Action Force to sell in my shop, the British versions.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my God.
Those are so out of order, it's not even funny. That
What do you
jumps
mean
from
out of
like
order? These are in
issue 2
precise
to
order.
11 to 9.
There's a whole Silver Surfer run?
Doc Savage.
This is
Yep.
all Silver Surfer.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah, that's the last one. I've
Yeah,
got
that's
24.
a big Kyle
Oh,
pile
is that
there.
X-Men down there?
I need one of every one of those.
Was it? Hey,
Man,
that,
Y'all stacks are getting big.
was that
I
X-Men in
know.
the bottom right of that last one?
Oh, God knows it's. There's this one. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
See, look,
I need one of every one of those.
That is
I've already
old.
studied. Here's how I grade them because they're not the same as grading US comics. The way that these went is that these were delivered by the newsagent through your door, your letterbox, or handed to you, or kept in a box in the newsagent. So very
Yeah.
often, the newsagent would write your name on the cover somewhere. That was just a
Oh.
standard thing in the UK. Just it's almost
Yeah.
impossible to get them without a name written on.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, if I say newsagent mark yes or no, is it in
All
pen
my
or pencil?
2018.
Is it on the front or back?
That's awesome.
That's pretty
so
cool.
Yeah.
So look, here's one. This
Oh,
one is yes. It's on pencil and
All
it's
my
on the back.
2000 AD, we've got
Go ahead,
That
Gray.
is
All your
cool.
2000 AD.
I need to just
Show-
come
show
over
this.
to the UK and buy
Yeah.
comic books.
So last
I'll
time
let
we had
you
a
show that one.
conversation
No,
about
that's
this,
part of your
like how to get these over here cheaply because of the delivery costs,
Or-
right? So my friend lives there, and she's offered to lap boxes of books when she comes back to visit.
Oh.
But what Darren wants to do is Darren wants to come visit us in San Antonio.
Bring a suitcase of books.
No. He wants to get a whole he wants to rent a whole
Shipping container?
shipping container.
Damn right.
That's his whole idea. No,
That's a lot of comic books.
yeah, it
Damn
is.
right.
Yeah, but he does because it's so hard to find them over there.
Oh, that's
Oh, look
cool.
at those. Those are great.
Those crazy titans.
they were weird, didn't they? They've got 2 pages on every page, haven't they? If you open them up,
Yeah,
there's 2
well, that's
pages on
like
every page.
the one that Phil showed you. That was one of those. That's why they're a shorter page. You know what I'm talking about? They printed them 2 pages per page.
Those are
That's
awesome.
a Thor cover.
Your one.
That last Captain America is a Thor cover.
Where's the? Oh,
That's Thor
Look
272.
at that Hulk logo. That's so weird.
I got the first issue of that one.
Oh, it's so weird.
that's a no.
Did you tell him about the documentary I'm working on?
Yeah, I did.
Which one?
From
Oh,
the
that was a
Bridge.
fancy art for Hulk.
I was
Look.
telling Kyle about it.
That's a great
Bob
cover.
Larkin.
Hey, do you want to have Phil talk about From the Bridge a little bit, or?
Yeah,
As
please
the
do.
what if.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
What's in the bottom left?
Think Green.
There's a
Green, the
poster.
TV show.
The TV show series poster.
Mm.
Here we go. Secret Wars.
There you go.
That was must-see viewing, the Hulk TV show.
It was
back in the
awesome.
day.
Oh, if that's the first print, that's
Just
a
for Captain
beauty.
Marvel.
But
I don't know. I've never actually looked. Oh, who said Action Force?
There you
Hey,
go.
Phil, there's your Action Force.
Hey, Phil, Action Force.
Oh, yeah. Go, yo,
Is
G.I. Joe.
Is that Deathstroke?
Go, Joe.
Right
That's
there.
Snake Eyes.
Look, no, right here. Look,
Snake Eyes.
That's Destro.
right there.
That's awesome.
Storm War.
Just a completely random one. I didn't even know I had that one.
So
What
Darren,
is that death?
what-
That Death of Captain Marvel, is that the graphic
Darren.
novel itself?
Death of Captain Marvel. Let me get it out of the bag.
It's like the second or third. Like
hey Darren, what does Destro have in common
Wasn't
with
a UK
Doctor
thing,
Who?
was it?
Deathstroke and Doctor Doom.
No,
Destro.
Destro and
From G.I. Joe.
Doctor Who.
I don't even know who Destro is.
from G.I. Joe, you had the
A
you had the
Deathstroke.
Middle mass.
G.I. Joe's not a very English thing, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
Action
no.
Force. He was in Action Force too.
But in the G.I. Joe movie, he's played by Eccleston,
Ninth
the
Prince.
Ninth
Jesus.
Doctor.
Who?
Eccleston.
Destro.
Which
Wow.
movie?
Eccleston plays him in the movie.
The G.I. Joe
Oh,
movie.
I actually have Joseph Gordon-Levitt's costume from the G.I.
Hey,
Joe movie.
was
where
he
Hey,
in
Bill.
played Cobra Commander.
I didn't know that.
Hey,
Yes.
Bill.
Yeah.
What Doctor Who is Craig Ferguson's former roommate?
Tennant or
Capaldi.
Eccleston? Eccleston?
Capaldi.
Capaldi?
We'll be right back.
Okay, guys.
Oh man, that's cool.
That's fairly modern one.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
We'll
and
try to-
Spider-Man
Zoids.
and the Zoids. I got a Zoids issue upstairs.
Spider-Man Weekly. That's an early 149.
Yeah, you can
That's
put
an
that in
old-
my
that's an
pile.
old, amazing
Dude, I've got-
Spider-Man, isn't it?
I've effectively got a full set of this Spider-Man Weekly, Kyle.
Yeah. Oh my God! All right,
You,
we'll
you
talk
own that one, you
about
can
it.
have it, but
I've got the original issue. There's Overkill. There's where
No,
Liam
but I'm trying to
started.
sell it as
Liam
a-
Sharp
as a
started
full
in
run.
Overkill.
say again, Gray.
I said you'd be better off if you got a full run trying to sell it as a full run, I would have thought.
Well,
On
you know
eBay.
what? I take your point, but what I'm going to, you know, all of this stuff, right? This is the stuff you've never seen on my internet site ever before because I've only done Marvel and DC and indie-sized
Yeah.
comics. So I have got so much stuff like this I've collected over the years. Not, I haven't collected it. I've bought it with a view to not knowing what to do with it. But
Yeah.
eventually I've ended up buying so much of it. And then when I bought that Frank Dobson collection, I've decided everything's going on the site and I'm going to just be the guy that does everything, you know?
Yeah.
And then I don't know whether it will work or not. It might be a complete disaster, but I want to give it a chance. Because what I have found, and this is
Yeah.
absolutely astonished me, is look at Ewoks #1. Look.
I would imagine that's worth some
Ewok
money.
#1.
The
I have-
American issue that's worth a lot of
He
money.
may well be.
Yeah, this could well be worth stuff. What I found is that even the stuff I didn't think would sell sold. And so the point is, if you don't have it on sale, you've got no chance of selling it. So therefore, the trick is get
Yeah.
everything on sale and just
Yeah.
let people go crazy. Love these Jedis.
Can you sell my books for me, mate?
Well, you know, unfortunately I can't, but I have thought there are people who sell on commission. The problem is to make selling on commission work, it has to be pretty valuable stuff.
Right. This is fun, man.
Yeah.
This has been so much fun today.
Oh
just-
my God!
What'd you find now?
Oh,
Bill Pile. Bill Pile. Bill Pile.
Jack's back.
It's Kirby,
I
isn't it?
had a
What a
copy of
book.
that, and someone
Yeah.
stole it out of my locker in junior high.
What a book.
Bill Pile, please.
What
my
a
gosh.
book.
Oh my
X-Men
God.
#1.
Yeah, I want that.
Hold on.
I want that.
You want that? Wait, let me
I
show it
want
to
that.
Phil real quick. I mean, you can get it. Hey,
Well-
show it to Phil.
What?
Darren's back.
What, the Foom?
No, that's mine, but show him the next one.
X-Men #1 is
Kyle-
worth
Kyle just claimed it.
20,000.
How much is that?
This one,
Where's the
I don't
free
know.
toy gun?
or almost nothing. Like
Good.
unless I check it out and it's
Got
sitting
a
on
paper
eBay.
tear on it and all
To
kinds
me,
of
that's
stuff.
like £1.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
I need to
on
just.
me.
I'm gonna have to start making a Phillips stack eventually.
Yes, we'll have a
Has
Phil
anything got on my pile yet?
stack.
Dude, I don't know. Oh, yeah, actually, I do have something for you, Gray. Here, look, what's this one?
Hey, there's an
Oh,
early Star
I've had
Lord.
nothing on my pile yet.
That's the
I'm gonna
second
put you
appearance
one
of
on.
Star Lord.
I'm going to put you on your pile without you even asking. This one, I love.
That's a big one.
Oh, that
That's
is
a big
epic.
one.
That's Blade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that preview was the second
Oh,
appearance
Will!
of Star Lord.
Bill Pile. I want a complete set of food. I only have two
Boom.
right now, and they're the ones that are on my pile that you just put there.
He's just gonna keep coming out with foom out of
I
this
didn't
one.
foom worth
This,
anything.
this was supposed
Classy.
to be something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah,
I
those
see.
foom are worth some money.
See,
Steel
those-
pile.
Labels on the box have all got mixed up. Here's a good one.
Yeah,
Deadly Hands
that
of
one
Kung
there,
Fu.
that one you just showed,
I have some.
that one you just showed, that last one you just showed, I've got like this, I think is American. I've got another copy, exactly the same cover, but it's called Demon. It's
Oh,
called
yeah,
Demon.
yeah.
It's a 3-issue UK reprint of an old Marvel. Yeah, that's
That's a
the
very
title.
early Iron Fist.
Dude, y'all have cool stuff.
Yeah, a lot of these covers
What
are
company is it? This is a
Neil
British one,
Adams.
isn't
Oh, that's a great cover. All right.
House of Hammer.
House of Hammer. Hammer
All right,
horror
I got to
movie.
go back to the
That's
office
Golden
and actually
Vampires.
work. See you
All right,
hooligans
good to
later.
see you, Phil. Phil,
See
get
you,
Bob
All
on
right,
the
mate, don't
show,
work too
please.
hard.
Bring Bob and Roxanne on, Phil.
I'll work
back
on
in.
it.
I'm going to walk them out and I'll be right back.
Same time next week. Journey into Nightmare.
There's a great one, Chilling
Oh,
Picto
I
Fiction.
just ordered one of these.
What a weird.
What's the date on that?
First
That's not
Kingdom,
September, that's not September
nice.
69, is it?
That weird is September 69.
September?
Yeah. September.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's a birthday
69.
book.
That's a birthday book. I think I might have just ordered that from America. Oh, shit. I
So,
think, you know,
tell
I
them,
think I just
tell them
bought
not
that
to
off
ship it. You
eBay.
can have this one for free.
Oh, it's too late now. I'm sure that's what I just ordered. Let me just double check.
Well, tell you what, you get this one
No,
as well,
I
and
was
then
going to-
send this one back and say that they sent a really crappy copy and it was this one.
You're the wrong one. That's
Check
annoying.
this.
Who did
romantic.
look
Who
at
did
that.
that First Kingdom?
Yeah. Is that
I
Cats?
want that. Who did
Is
that?
that Cats?
I
Who
have
did that
no idea.
artwork? Isn't that Jack Katz?
I don't know, but-
Look on the lower left side. Over here. Up. Jack
You are
Katz.
bang on, man.
Bill knows.
Yeah, I
Well
want
done,
that
Bill.
one. I want that one.
Yeah, that's a good one to have. Oh,
Tales
see,
of
I love
Terror.
all
There's
these.
a good one.
This is not what I wanted to show you. I was trying to show Kyle something.
Oh,
This-
Bernie Wrightson.
wait. Are these Marvel? Are these British Marvels?
No, they're
This
just
is-
Marvels.
It does say 35p monthly, number 3. Tales
Yeah,
of
I want
Terror.
that. I want that one right there. That's Simon Garth. I want that one on my pile, please.
Man, this
There's
pile's
another
getting
Simon
completely
Garth
out of
right
I
hand.
know. I'm going to have to start sending you major amounts of money, which I'm fine with.
I do. I will not refuse your money.
I know you won't. I know you won't.
Early creepy.
I really love you guys so much. These shows make my week.
Frank Frazetta.
Phil was over the top. He could not. He
Weird
told me,
Tales of the
I enjoyed
Macabre.
this so much. Would you guys have me on again? You can come on every week. What? Phil is the best boss I've probably ever had.
Oh shit! What am I doing? I don't know.
But you can see the problem we have with selling stuff here is if Phil likes it, it may never get sold.
Yeah, but that's okay because you got plenty of other stuff you can
We
sell.
do, and we just need more foot traffic.
Oh, man, this is
but
not-
you know what I've told you about this, Darren. It's it's the situation it is.
So what was it you were trying to show me? That you
I'm going to go back and see if I can find it. I'll be 2 minutes.
All right.
I did want to show you this real quick, guys.
It's no wonder I'm going to turn up sick again.
This is
Dark Mysteries.
This is right after the code horror comics. It's one of the earliest. I mean, I have better stuff myself, and then this I wanted to show you guys is great Kubert cover. And this is the Marvel version of The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Yeah.
And this is what became the episode of Star Trek known as The Arena. Pretty interesting stuff that they did back then. This is so much fun for me today. I needed a break. So Darren's going to get more stuff or something for Kyle. That's great.
Something short and sweet.
Oh, really, Paulo? Yeah, it is a lot of text, Paulo. It is. It's almost too much. I can't believe how layered we've had to be today. Kyle, are you okay? I worried about you being out there.
No, but I'll live. I've been inside a few times. I'm going to go get some food in me and warm up. But
yeah. I keep
I'm
walking outside to get some sunshine because outside it's almost 50 degrees now, but inside it's this place is like 30 degrees. So cold.
No, as soon as I get up, I'm gonna warm up a little bit. I gotta check in.
Great crash soon because after Darren shows you what he needs to show you, because he's gone long today.
Darren,
once we get up, I need to get warmed up and get in touch with my mom because my mom's not doing so hot this week.
Oh no!
I need
what's
that? That weird you just showed. Put it on my pile. I didn't even realise I've ordered one just like it, but it's not. There's witches. There's weird. There's Tales of Voodoo and all from the same company. MF Publishing, like an eerie kind of thing. But that's definitely one that I need. I didn't realise I thought I had ordered it, but I haven't ordered it. But you bring that on my pile, and I appreciate it.
Planet of the Apes.
That was the one I thought you wanted to see, Kyle.
No, I'm not a big Planet of the Apes, guys.
Oh man. Okay, no problem.
I got a first print of the book, but no, I'm not a Planet of the Apes guy. I make jokes about it, but you can get some real money out of the early issues of those, though. Hell, the first issue of that's worth $200 stateside. If I didn't have it, I'd pounce all over that. Hell, I want it just because it's Rampage #1, but I've got it. But I want it. And
I love those. Those are fantastic.
Just put that whole stack of Rampage on my pile. Every issue.
Look at those fucking covers. Oh my God.
Those are right out of the comics. Those are first 4 issues right out of comics. So yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Well, see, I don't need duplicates, but yep.
I'll take any of the duplicates.
Put all that Rampage on my pile.
Is there any more? Oh, yeah, there's a few, yeah.
Oh my God.
Rampage or Defenders reprints. I wouldn't mind getting a good run of those. Either.
We gotta start paying the piper on this shit. Oh, look at that.
That's issue 42.
That's like 18.
First appearance of the Wrecking Crew.
I got you, Gray. I got you, mate. I got you. What we'll have to do, it's got absolutely out of hand, all this pile stuff, because I just randomly, because I'm busy showing stuff, I just put them into a pile at the side of me, and so everyone's mixed up together.
I'd like any of the duplicates, so I'm not getting in anyone else's way.
But what I'll do is I'll make one complete list of everything, and I'll put who I think it is beside it, and then I'll send it to you guys, and you can all sort out who ordered what.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do it amongst
ourselves. And then I'll have to stick some prices on it.
Look at those freaking covers. They're fantastic.
When you guys see my...
why didn't we get covers anywhere near this in the U.S.
Most of those are the straight covers from the Defenders run. Almost every one of
they're
them.
not. No, they are not.
Almost every one of those were Defenders run covers, except.
Are you
for
sure?
a couple. Yeah.
They look so different to me.
I've got the covers memorized, but
Well,
yeah,
I'm sure you do.
only a few of those were the interiors. Most of them were the covers. Yep, I got that too. Conan number one.
I'll take that one.
That's Conan number one.
Yeah, I'll take the nicest one you got. Yeah,
nicest
Those
one,
are,
okay.
yeah. I love you, man. I love you so much. You're my god, the nicest
got
one.
these
I'll have
already.
to take them from the 80. Oh, look at those.
You've already
Those
There's
raised
issue
them,
number
already.
3.
wonderful.
Speaking of issue number 3, Darren, I put issue number 3 of Conan on your pile.
Oh,
worth
cool.
like-
Thank you. That's awesome. Thank
It's
you.
worth like $275 now. So.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. I can get definitely. That's a good one. Oh shit, that shouldn't go down there. It goes back in the box.
Ah!
Yeah, issue 3 was the limited print run. They pulled the
do
print run on it.
you have any of those early Marvel books like the Smash and those are beautiful.
Smash. What do you mean smash? Like the comic or the annual? I've got a couple of annuals, I think.
No, he's talking about like the Smash.
and Uncanny. Those the ones that had the original runs of the Marvel books.
Huh.
He's talking about like the Smash you had me order.
Like a paper. Oh, that
Smash
one.
with my
Oh,
birth
no,
date off the edge
no.
of it.
No, I don't.
Do you
I
have
don't
any
think so, no.
Fantastics?
Fantastic. Oh no, you had some in a previous week. Are they on your pile?
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm happy. I forgot about that.
But I don't have many. But I will. I have had full set in the past.
Oh wow.
Right, geez, Louise.
But I do want to say again, now that I saw Darren's belly, I want to say how good his food looks that he creates for himself. It looks delicious. Maybe
My Fruit Loops.
No, the food you make, it looks delicious.
What food?
You and I were talking the other night, and we took a break, and I went and probably did a bong hit, and you went and made 2 sandwiches, and the sandwiches looked. I think they might have been pork. I don't know, but they looked fantastic. And you said,
high, mate.
I just cooked
Everything
some.
looks tasty when you're high.
No, I'm not like that. That is true, typically, but no, they look beautiful. They look like beautiful sandwiches. No,
because I've been on.
saying, I
went
he's
on
a
Atkins.
chef.
I went on Atkins like 2 weeks ago, so it could only have been a slice of meat in between 2 other slices of different meat.
but it must have been the bun then. It looked really good. It looked really good. I was impressed. Maybe it was because of what I'd been doing, Gray. Thanks a lot. damn you. But
guys. Yeah.
But
you know when
are you drinking tea?
when Phil comes on, it just goes to chaos because it takes me a week to figure out where to put everything back in the house again.
Well, and Phil, oh my God, Phil was just like he wanted everything you had, and I knew that was going to happen, and so I should have warned you. But Phil, honestly, Phil has such a great collection in his office, and I go, look, we have our place is totally secure. We have burglar bars and everything. And I said, you need to bring some of that stuff to the store for eye candy, if nothing, because we're not going to sell the stuff you don't want to sell, by your edict. But we need to have the stuff out so people can, because he's got, in that Fantastic Four 1 Pence copy he owns, it's beautiful. I mean, it's a 1. It's not very in great condition, but you can still tell how good the printing. I mean, it's just awesome. What is that door back there, Kyle?
Where's Kyle gone? Oh, here he is.
That's my refrigerator.
What's that door down that hall? It looks like you have somebody like like in penitentiary or something back there. It may be the
We have to.
It's our
finish
boys
up now,
being
guys.
Star
We're 3
Warsy.
hours.
look at that. Look at that.
Did I just say, Gray, say we're going to end it?
We got to
Yeah.
end it. Okay, Gray. Well, everybody.
Yeah, I did.
Uh,
No one heard me.
Avengers art by my grandson.
oh, that's great. For me and the boys, I want to say thank you for joining us this week. You guys have been great. Your comments are fantastic. And Darren, Darren's off the hook these days, folks. I'm glad I have a bill pile. Now all I have to do is,
I totally
basically
forgot about Gray.
sell my nieces and nephews to make the money for it. And Kyle, as usual, I hope you stay warm and stay well, my man.
Next
Love you,
week's the
Cal.
big one. Brush up on your trivia.
Oh, you got
Kyle.
it. I will be. And then and oh, that was a great splat. I like the splat. Yeah.
Gray, this is yours.
Oh, nice. Yes, very nice.
Those two splat. Oh, is that a Shelley Moldoff cut? Who did that cover?
Lovely.
That cut is great.
Kyle, this is the one that we thought might be chopped.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
finally
yeah.
back in my house.
It's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, it looks a bit.
Well, I'd
cool. That's fine.
stack it
That's
right on
lovely.
top of the other one, and if they're the same size, then it's
Well,
not
what I
chopped.
did, right? This is a load of world's finest from the
Oh,
same area,
man.
some before,
Yeah.
some after.
Oh, that's all got
Yeah.
great written
I
all
lined
over
them
it.
all up, and I took a rule and I measured them with the ruler. And this one does look a tiny bit smaller than some of the others, but some of the others are a tiny bit smaller than even more of the others. So, but this is the smallest one of all of them.
But they weren't
And the
exact
dimension
back
from
then.
top to bottom,
Their cutting is
10
not always
inches.
exact.
10
Yeah.
inches and 1/8, I think, or 1/8,
Yeah.
which
What do you
just
think,
about
Ray?
falls within the tolerance of if it would be okay. Now, the thing is, there are other
Okay,
books in
in
this
the
pile
UK.
from the same collection. So you'd have thought that if this one was cut, then the others would be cut as well. But
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not cut. I'm not saying it's cut. All I'm saying is I don't think it's as clear a cut as it could be.
Well, if it's in the tolerance, then they can't discern, and it's not considered cut unless it's obviously trimmed.
It's hard to say as well from the edge. I don't know if you can see anything.
It
there
doesn't
that
look
gives-
trimmed. That does not look trimmed.
It doesn't to me either.
No.
No,
does not look
I'm.
trimmed.
What would make you say it looks trimmed?
It's a smooth cut. It's a smooth enough cut.
Well, yeah.
If it was trimmed, it probably wouldn't be a smooth, straight cut. That's just a
That
straight
looks
cut.
like an industrial cut, is what he's saying.
Yeah, it looks like an industrial cut.
Yeah.
You know, if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. But anyway, whatever happens, Gray, this one's in your pile for free.
There you go.
Cheers, mate.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think
Well, how
you
great
should
is-
send me the whole
Hey,
lot and I can look through them
hey,
all
Gray,
and check for myself for you.
Nice try.
Gray, I'm going to make you a new icon, okay, for you for next week.
Well, what-
Instead
call
of
you
the
this one?
thumbs up, crazy. I'm going to do something that looks even crazier, but I'm going to do something for you. I'm tired of looking at that, and I want something that looks more like you. I'll do one for all
It's
of
just
us.
like me. Matilda did me that.
It kind of,
yeah,
not
cool, yeah,
really.
you
Your
do.
eyes look too bugged out,
Yeah.
you know. But I do want to say this.
My eyes
Kyle.
are bugged out.
Kyle looks like what Oliver Queen dresses as when he gets ready for bed. He kind of looks half like Green Arrow tonight and half like Kyle. And right, Kyle, don't you agree?
You'll
You
love
look-
this, boys.
I think Kyle's ignoring me.
No.
Oh, I
No,
I'm
want
just
that
getting out my
one.
dinner.
I want that one, please. Bill Pyle.
Oh, look
Bill,
how